bit of humor, right?
Yeah.
So what is just like diving directly into content? Is that like
Uh, that
an
would just,
abrupt open?
I
Is
don't
that just an
know.
open?
I think it might just be the open, because like, well, I think it's still a cold open because it's before the intro.
I guess. And I guess like a good cold open is like one that is funny and brings people in, but it doesn't necessarily need to be
Thank you,
good to
Leora.
be cold open.
By the way, I started.
Well, I didn't get the live notification on Twitch.
Yeah, because I literally just started, but the immediately as I started it, it said Liari subscribed. Hello, Liari.
Oh my god, thank you. Hi, Liari. We are. And now I'm nervous because you're not streaming, so I don't know what the background is.
You don't see it yet? Because I am actively streaming.
No,
Liari's
no, no,
here,
not, you're not
and so is
streaming on
Ben.
Discord. I'm saying you're not streaming on Discord, so I don't.
Oh. Well, you won't
I'm.
see the background unless I'm streaming on Twitch, because all you would see by me streaming on Discord is the band name stock.
You know, you've made a number of great points.
Hello, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
In case you didn't know, I love how you're looking to the right. I just realized, and
Oh, and are
I'm
you
looking
looking?
over at where I can see your face on
Does
Stream
it look like
Elements.
we're looking? Oh, it looks like we're looking
Yeah,
at each
it's
other.
unintentional,
Oh,
but
it's
it.
so perfect. I'm so happy.
I need to. I have no idea what this background was.
Wait, why is it showing me another ad? What did I do to deserve this?
I want to
I'm
say it
trying
was
to do
this one.
like, oh my gosh.
It might be this one.
And now I can't see chat. Wait, do I have to watch this on my phone? But oh no, oh no.
This is gonna be yet another terrible podcast.
I
The world's
hate that
least.
you preface it with such things.
What?
I hate that you preface it with like, yeah, it's just gonna be super bad, so
Well,
whatever.
that's the whole.
And then last time you had a great time.
Yes, I know, but we also, one of the best moments was when I said this is the world's worst content or whatever. Like, that's just the vibe of the show, is that we make fun of ourselves and how awful the content is while making okay content. You just got to go with the bit of hating our own content. All right, so how are we actually doing this? I like vaguely have the band names on screen. Whoops, that's the wrong thing.
I think right now I'm trying to get into, how do I get into my mod settings? What?
I don't know.
Because I'm trying to figure out how to make polls. We need Gopal here. Gopal's the only person who knows how to make a poll. At least that's how it is in my brain. He's certainly not. All
I
of you
mean,
guys know how to do this.
I can make a poll, but we don't have anyone that ever responds to polls.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like me.
It's you and then maybe Gopal. And maybe
it's
Liari.
me voting in my interest is pretty much our polls.
Very true.
Okay. I'm satisfied with my current monitor layout.
I will never be satisfied.
Thank you.
That's a song from Hamilton, by the way.
Yes, I know. Why are you trying to say these things to me? We've certainly sung that literal song together.
Yes. We can make a poll, and I trust, Liari, that you would respond, but it might just be easier for you to respond in chat, so we don't have to wait for 3 minutes.
Just ultimately, Liari would probably be the only one to respond. Because I miss that they're on there half the time, because it's like on the actual chat thing. I don't know. My mom is watching Sound of Music downstairs, and a lot of me wishes that I was watching Sound of Music. I love that movie. I love Julie Andrews.
Because this is such terrible content that it's much better to watch one of the best movies of all time.
Is the Sound of Music a Christmas movie, like, even at all? It's not, right? Because, like, in my brain, I think, like, oh, holiday vibes, but I don't even think there's a Christmas scene.
I know. Isn't it, like, during the summer or something? Spring? I've never seen Sound of Music.
Wait, you haven't?
I don't watch movies.
Tommy, but the Sound of Music is it's a classic.
Yes, but I don't watch. I was a film major in my freshman year for exactly one semester, and then I was like, wait, I don't watch movies.
And then why you were a film major? Why were you a film major?
Because I liked editing things.
Uh-huh.
Like all this incredible live editing that I do on stream. I'm very good at it because I was a film major for one semester of college.
I was gonna say, so we still have what I see changed about the display. Still have Zeke and Chad. You flipped
Yes.
it, so now we can see the band names. Is there anything? Ooh, I just got above 20K. I'm not gonna use it right now because
To
having a
blindfold
blindfolded
me, because
contact,
then it would just be me sitting here talking about band names that you have to read to me.
it would be an extremely bad time.
If anything, it would be very funny though, because you can make up a band name on the spot, and I would have to try to remember if that was one that we wrote down.
Oh, that'd be very funny.
That would have
And
been a
also,
better podcast than this one if you had not written them all down, and then you like just gave me a list of words, and I had to tell you what the real band names were.
I mean, you don't know what all the band names are. Just like click out of the doc.
Well, yeah,
And did
but
you
then
make?
they're not going to be on stream.
I mean, I don't know. I could share it in Discord.
Oh, I love that it's already 100% no.
That was me.
Okay, good, because I also voted no.
Everyone else is gonna. Oh my god! Wow, two people voted yes. Is that Ben and Liari, or is that Liari having voted once and then also spent points?
Potentially.
I cannot imagine someone trying to spend a bit on any of our polls. It's not worth it.
You have to spend a bit? Like an actual money
I
thing?
think so. I think that's what it says.
Why would you
Yeah,
do
vote.
that? Can
Yeah,
I
I
get
think
the
it's a bit.
chat to be in here, but just like in a really awkward spot?
Wow, two other people voted no. I mean, yes. I mean,
Hold on. Let me see what I can do. What does the chat look like?
um,
We haven't started our
chat isn't
actual
on the
like
stream.
thing.
Chat isn't on the stream as far as I can see.
Yeah, I'm working on that now.
Oh, okay, I thought that was your question.
Oh, that's not even on.
Ben and I voted and both spent channel points. Oh my god.
Wait, question.
Oh my god. Yes.
Why is this not showing up?
I don't know. I do not know what your display looks like.
I'm trying to get this overlay to exist in the way that I want it to. There it is. Okay, someone write in chat. Why did yes win?
It's because Ben and Liari voted. I wrote in chat.
Okay, that's like a definitely awkward spot for it to be. I think that might be a little better. But it also needs to be larger. And it shouldn't look like that.
I'm still super behind. I cannot see what it looks like.
Is your internet okay?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe is it possible that my Twitch account just likes to show me things really behind? Because it doesn't matter if I'm watching my phone or my laptop or where I am. Like, actually, my brother might be playing his PS5, so that might be messing some things up.
I don't
know.
I think it has to do with whether I'm streaming with a lot of delay or not, but I don't believe I am. I think I intentionally stream with very little delay.
I think it's always fair to assume that if I'm having technology problems, it's my fault. I think that's pretty safe. I think chat looks fine because it's white on that like darkish thing.
Oh, just because it's white, it looks fine.
What?
Yeah, I had to say it.
Tommy, you can say that to so many of the people who do stream with us.
Yes.
You can't say that to me.
That's why I said it to you. That is 100% the reason I said it to you. Duplicate that to that. I want to get your name on here, so I'm doing a lot of like unnecessary.
Oh, you're putting that
editing.
little blue guy? I guess it does.
No, your little like name to put underneath
Yeah.
you.
I guess it helps all of my social media handles are the same. Which, I don't know, should we use this stream to think of a new Twitch username for me? Because I think my Twitch
We could also
username
do
is
that.
not actually tenable. I don't think it's a good Twitch username.
I think it's fine. Maybe you would capitalize AKA and then Umrith, because a Camrit is what people usually call you.
I know. I think it's literally, that's why I think it's untenable. I don't know.
Where did it go? I just copied it.
Where am I? What's going on? Where have you lost me?
Duplicate it to that one, please. Submit.
That was polite of you.
You have to ask nicely when you're working with technology, or else it doesn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Something you learn when you are a nature boy. There it is.
I was gonna say, is that what I've been doing wrong this whole time?
Yeah, probably. Oh, whoops, now it's in there twice. Cool.
I think I deserve double promo. Why not?
There we go. Now your name is under your name. I don't know if that's readable. It might not be. Cool. All right, should we actually start the... We're 12 minutes in now.
I think we should. I think we should also, like, we should probably solicit a couple, like, genre/vibe suggestions from the start, as well as throw in a couple of ours. Because I think if we just gave ourselves leeway to... Bless you?
No, I like something got caught in my throat all of a sudden. I just had a drink of water.
Yeah, so you're probably choking on water.
No, it felt scratchier. All right, there we go. I'm good. I'm a professional.
Exciting. Oh, there I am.
You just now saw the little name?
Yeah, I know. I think I'm really behind.
You're like 3 minutes behind.
Oh, no.
Here, wait. Watch stream. There we go. That is your marker. That happened at 12:43-ish. I guess, should we just sit here, or should we continue talking while you stare at your stream?
You can keep talking. Like, I can still hold a conversation while staring, but I am just going to keep
looking
at my... try and find you.
I didn't get to choose the...
Oh, no, you would have been our tiebreaker. What would you have voted for?
I think Very Sudden Pickle.
I liked Pebble. I think Pebble Promiscuity is, like, very understated.
I think it's a very good one. The only problem is I have no idea what to do with it.
I think we're getting close. There.
Okay, that was a good 45 seconds off. Restart that tab, like refresh, because that is absolutely ridiculous.
Tommy, I don't know. I mean, really, I just need to be in here to, like, redeem my channel points. That's what I'm here for. And vote in the occasional poll.
All right.
It's fine. We're loading. Okay.
So yes, as we have half mentioned, our goal for this stream is to go through, at first, these band names, the ones that are in the band names chat. Let me know if you can't read those, by the way. I made them as big as I could. And then decide what genre they are a part of, or if they don't work as band names and instead as album names or song names, what band we would put them with. What band should write a song that like that, or an album called that? So I guess we're starting with Pebble Promiscuity, which is an interesting place to start.
I'm also going to drop a view-only link to this Google Doc in the chat. So I don't know if it's too small, or this is something that you want to see in perpetuity. You can.
Is this something you want to experience yourself? It shouldn't be.
This is like a tab you want to bookmark and look back on years from now fondly about what a good podcast this was. No. I don't know. Okay. Let's start with Pebble Promiscuity.
Yes. So this band name, as I said, it's the only one we've talked about off stream. We talked about it for exactly 30 seconds, and you threw me a wild curveball. I said I had no idea where to start with this. And what did you say?
I said, for some reason, it reminds me of the Wiggles.
And the fact that one of the two words is promiscuity, I could not possibly think of a farther off band to start with than the Wiggles.
It makes me... And I don't even know if someone would genuinely create like an actual band around this, or it would just be like a parody YouTube band.
I mean,
But
all
like,
of these band names are terrible. They're amazing, but they're terrible. No one's actually creating a band called Pebble Promiscuity.
well, what I'm saying is, like, to me, it feels like when you sneak an adult joke in a Disney movie, like, Pebble feels like so understated, and then like the promiscuity thing's like the saucy aspect. I don't know, man. For some, like, Pebble to me feels like such a simple, like, understated word, and I don't know. Pebble promiscuity. We should also see if we can recall any of the context around this.
It was about penguins. I
It
know
was
that.
about penguins. Yeah, it was definitely about that.
I mean,
I think
most
that's
of these
the
are probably
reason.
about penguins.
I think that's the reason. Actually, I'm like, it's gonna be cute, is because in my mind's eye, it's like, oh, this is about penguins. Like, they're just doing their
Adelis,
thing.
yep.
Yeah, delis. I don't think it is the Wiggles, but to me it is kind of like adult men singing about childish things.
I don't like the sentence adult men singing about children.
I don't like it either.
About childish things is one thing, and that's okay, kind
I
of.
said childish things.
Yes, but you edited the sentence halfway through.
No, I didn't.
Rolled the tapes.
I think it's because I mean, a lot of children's media features heavily, if not solely features adults, because like don't support child labor. So like to me, Pebble promiscuity is like what those adult actors moonlight as when at night when they're like, oh God, I really just need adult interaction with my peers. So they take their musical content to their local pub and perform.
But it's still very silly and educational.
Exactly. You can't move that far away from their roots.
So
like
by the Wiggles, but for adults, we're not talking about like R-rated stuff. It's just like
no.
It's just more like adult centric and less like
exactly.
less child centric.
It's not NSFW. It's
Yeah.
just PG at least.
It's not talking about colors. Instead, it's talking about like taxes.
Exactly. Pebble promiscuity is what I wish I learned in college.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you're still technically in college as a grad student.
Yeah,
and you did learn about it while in college, so
I don't think I'm going to learn anything more about taxes, unfortunately.
fair.
I think that I like how we went into this being like, yeah, we're just going to do taxonomy by genre, and instead we're creating the entire fictional narrative of
No, I think that's exactly what I expected was going to happen. Are you kidding? There's no way we weren't going to go way too in depth on every single one. We're not getting through all these.
You're absolutely not.
We're 20 minutes in. We've barely done one.
Yeah, but that's because you've been giving me a lot of pushback on my idea about the Wiggles before.
It was such a curveball. I can't tell you. I could have listed a million things that I could have possibly predicted, and that was I wasn't going to name that in the first million. I could tell you that.
But you've stopped pushing back on
No,
it.
I agree with you now. Hello,
really?
Dragon.
Did I really turn you around? Hi, Dragon.
I mean, to the point that you can. I wouldn't make this band. I wouldn't be in this band. But
I think the name Pebble Promiscuity is very good. Isn't this not what you do basically for a job? Like, you write song lyrics to educate like people about things.
I don't write song lyrics. I write rhymes.
Yeah.
But those are like educational clues and like riddles.
I think that this is just like a slightly aged up version of your job. I think that you embody the Pebble Promiscuity lifestyle.
Okay. Let's move on to Physical Throat.
Wait, I also think that Pebble Promiscuity would be a good like men's boxers brand. I think that'd be very funny.
We're getting into PG-13 territory here.
Talking about, oh my God, you're such a child. Anyway. I forgot that your stream is NSF Pebble, what? Pebble Promiscuity is NSF Butler on the air. Despite being not actually that crazy.
It's not that crazy, and that's why I left it as the number one thing that we would talk about.
Also, I realized we didn't even like announce in Discord that we're doing this, but also that's
Oh, I
fine.
forgot to hit send on that. I wrote the whole thing out. There we go.
Very exciting. Yes, I think physical throat is a lot like my reaction to it is a lot more immediately visceral.
Yeah,
I want to
it's
make a
definitely
response.
like a some form of I feel like I'm going to say metal a lot, but it's some form of like heavy uh I don't know all the genres of metal, but there are so many. It's definitely something much more hardcore.
I think it's
It's not
like
the Wiggles.
no, it's not the Wiggles, certainly not. Physical throat. Yeah. I
It's
don't
got
know
to
like
be like some kind of like I don't know. It is very the performers probably wear some costume, I think,
I was going to say definitely.
and they go like all out in every single one of their like what's it called gigs.
Yeah.
They do
Ben
not
also
smell good in there.
in the costume.
In the costumes, no,
Oh
100%
no,
not.
I imagine it's super duper sweaty. Ben also has a very good thought. Mongolian throat singing, duh.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. But it's got to be costume, really like high energy Mongolian throat singing.
I mean, to me, that sounds a little bit like culture co-opting if it's not actually people that are among the traditional Mongolian throat
I
singers.
mean, I feel like in this made up band that we're coming up with, we can say that
Mhm.
it is a safe, like, cool thing that people support. We don't have
That's
to
fair.
immediately go to, to the negative side of things.
That's fair. I think the genre is Mongolian throat singing. I don't know if the garb is that
Oh
traditional
no,
garb.
I was thinking the garb is almost like medical wear or something for some reason. Like physical throat just makes me think of a doctor's office.
Would you go if you went to a concert and the people walked out in white coats and stethoscopes? What would you think is happening?
uh, I think I was going to be in for a good time, an
Oh
interesting
boy.
evening of music. Liara, you can't split the you can't split people like this.
Tommy, I did vote for you. So if
Oh,
you've
I
already
voted for
voted,
myself.
you didn't vote for me. Y'all,
For context,
y'all
we had,
heard
for
it
those of
here
you who can't
first.
see, there's a who's your favorite podcaster, Umrit or Tommy poll going on right now. You are winning though, and the only two votes for me are you and myself. So I guess it's very clear who the actual winner is.
I think that us realizing that you voted for yourself and I voted for you would help swing things in my
Oh
favor.
no. Yeah, I was like I'm going to lose this, so I should vote for myself.
But like for anyone who is undecided, I think they'd be like, "Yeah, no, I'm not going to vote for Tommy now."
I was just under the impression that we'd both vote for ourselves because obviously
I mean, obviously, you don't know what a benevolent person I am.
benevolent is one word for it.
Um, do we still have a redemption for give me a compliment? Because I think I just like
We
fill out the
don't.
rest of this. Are you serious? We just straight up don't even have one anymore?
No one ever redeemed it.
Oh no!
But you
Well, it's
can
because
do
we
I'm
made it.
feeling antagonized and scared, of course.
I mean, I'm not. I'm feeling combative. I'm feeling sassy and combative. What are you gonna do about it? Okay, we were talking about costumes for physical throat. Who like to me it feels
I would like to I want to hear what other people think of for costumes.
yeah, that's fair.
I do think they have to be costume. It has to be a really energetic. Like they have choreography. If not choreography, they are just jumping and dancing around the entire time. Like it gets uncomfortably warm in that room wherever they are performing.
I almost see like Ren Fair, but like edgy looking stuff. Like to me, physical throat is like very. I don't know.
Why is
It's
everyone saving up for nudes? So here's the thing. we sidetracking from what we're supposed to be talking about. Newts has been redeemed. I still haven't done anything for it because there are so many like bad ideas that I've had and no good ideas for how long it takes to get to 100,000. So we replaced it with the basically we will eventually get to Newts. It's already been redeemed, but each time we get 100,000 thing redeemed, we're going to replace it with something else. So at the moment, we've replaced Newts with creating a cryptic on stream.
Such a lie. We can't do that. We don't know how to do that.
We're going to try. That's.
Oh my god. I can't be a part of that.
No, you have to be a part of it.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Why? So the thing, it would be a nightmare for you, but would it not be a nightmare for me, the one who can't solve cryptics at all?
Honestly,
I have fewer cryptic clue solves to my name than I have fingers. And I've lost 5 of my fingers.
I think the people for whom it would be the biggest nightmare is the fact that most of the people who watch us are like genuinely very talented cryptic streamers.
So
like, cryptic
this
solvers
is true.
And cluers. They would be ripping their hair out watching us try to even set a crossword, much less clue it.
Part one, fair. My retort is that they still watch us, and it is so painful to watch us solve a cryptic.
That's true.
So if they just are there to watch us fail / try to be funny, I think us trying to be funny while failing to create a cryptic has a very similar appeal.
It's going to be the first ever all anagram cryptic.
Yeah, I could do an anagram. I think that might be the only one I create. I do feel that if I help set a cryptic, though, I may actually start thinking more about how cryptics work, because I'm starting to get to the point where I truly break down a sentence instead of just like, oh, that's a fun sounding sentence, like go to individual words. But
I still fully don't know all the rules.
Oh, I don't think a single human being alive knows all the rules.
No, but I think like other people, like Ben and Gopal at least go into it thinking about it. Even Kevin and Ty, I'm kind of just like, woohoo.
I mean, I go into it like I can't wait to make a couple jokes while these people solve a cryptic.
You go into it being like, oh, thank God I have a break from trying to speed type while being yelled at.
I mean, no, true. That is while we're solving cryptics, I get to read chat. That is my position.
Cryptics are very much your respite from everything else that we throw at you during a crossword stream.
They are, and that is why last time we were solving cryptics, Ben and Gopal, I kept missing what they were saying because I was no longer paying attention to the cryptic and just reading chat. All right, man. Should we move on to suntanned hammerheads?
Yes, we should.
I think suntanned hammerheads are some form of like Beach Boys.
I was verbatim about to say the same thing, Tom.
It's gotta be.
We're on the same page.
I mean, it's suntanned hammerheads. It's like... Yeah, go.
I think it's Beach Boys vibe, but I think it's like Z-level Beach Boys. Like the suntanned hammerheads are
Z-level?
some band that's employed by like the Holiday Inn in Maui. That like plays at their breakfast buffet. That's who the suntanned hammerheads are. They're a bunch of very old men.
They're old.
They're old. To me,
right.
Oh yeah.
Here, let me make this a little bit more clear so that it doesn't go off the screen. Beach Boys vibe, but Z level. Very old. So, like, are they Beach Boys old, or are they older than the Beach Boys?
I'm talking...
They're just, like, Beach Boys fans from when they started, like, when they were still underground, and they took their whole vibe, but they still haven't popped off yet.
Exactly.
The whole Beach Boys thing came and went, and they're still trying.
They're still trying. They're so old. And like this is where like what gets you out of bed every day in the morning. And they're like, the thing that makes me forget about my arthritis is jamming with my good old friends. Yeah, I think that they perform at the breakfast buffet at the Holiday Inn Maui, and like, they do this? What?
Sorry, I'm just typing. No, I think this is all gold. Can I make this a little smaller? Is that still legible? Oh, but I need it to... Nope, not that one. Live editing. Wow, that's so much longer than it needs to be. Should we just be slightly smaller?
We can be slightly smaller.
There we go. Let's be slightly smaller.
I'll allow it.
You don't need to allow it. I was going to do it anyway.
I mean, you did ask. You did ask.
It was mainly me talking to myself / chat.
Even if it was a courtesy ask, you did ask.
I did ask. You were right.
So I think I'm allowed to opine. Okay.
I want to go see the suntan hammerheads now. I would go to this Holiday Inn.
I imagine they're like wives and partners. Like, you know how old people get up so early? Like, this is what they do. Like, they're all extremely retired, and their wives and partners go.
Clearly, they're not severely retired because they are still on that grind set. Get up, play some Beach Boys vibes, but not beach. It's like you have the B side, they're the Z side, as you said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think. What do you think the suntan hammerheads would do on TikTok?
I don't think they know what TikTok is.
I don't think they do, but I think if they were like, we're telling their great grandkid that they're like, we're still trying to make it big, like their grandkid would make them a TikTok.
Okay, their entire TikTok would be like every time you get on FaceTime with your grandparents and they're like pointing it up into the top right corner of the room instead of at their face, and they're constantly like every single video is some form of hello, can you see me, and then it just cuts in the middle of a sentence, and then they have like whatever the TikTok song of the day is. So
yeah.
The I can be brown, I can be blue, I can be violet sky, or the rolling in the deep thing. That's not Adele, but the other guy that I hear occasionally.
I don't have a TikTok.
I don't have a TikTok either. We both sound like boomers at this point.
We do. You're so old. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm really proud of what we've turned the suntan hammerheads into. What is their lead singer's name? That's my last question.
What is the most boomer name?
Donald.
I would say the lead singer is like Bob Johnson.
Bob
Hold on.
Sorry.
Bob. What's his nickname? He's got to have a cool, like, 50s nickname.
The first thing that came to my mind was Laser, but I don't think that's very
Laser? His name is Bob Skinny Jim Johnson.
Bob Skinny Jim Johnson? What does that even mean?
Exactly.
That means nothing.
Sometimes he's Bob when he's signing, like, checks to the Holiday Inn because they paid to play at this Holiday Inn. There's no way they're making money. They had to marry women who had careers, because this was like they did not make their own money.
There's a cover charge to be able to perform at the Holiday Inn breakfast buffet.
There is if you're the suntanned hammerheads. I want to see the suntan hammerheads so bad now.
I want Skinny Jim to be one of those old men that has a really big belly too and never buttons his Hawaiian shirt. Like Bob Skinny Jim Johnson actually is a massive gut and does not put it away for 7 a.m.
I think in his prime in the 50s.
Oh yeah,
100. Yeah, he was the man, and now he is Bob Skinny Jim Johnson. Said
and
in
now
that
his
way.
wife calls him Robert because she cannot stomach the idea of calling him Skinny Jim anymore.
No, she calls him Bob.
Yeah, no, Robert. It's not even his real name.
His name is just Bob. He was born Bob.
He was born Bob. They just call him Robert.
Okay, so question. Gopal has done something interesting in chat by calling up a band name. When a band name is called up, should we add that to the list of band names we have to go over?
No. You know what we should do? When
What?
a band name is called up, we say 3, 2, 1, and both of us have to say the first thing that comes to our mind.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to think of what it's going to be, though, because I think I know what flutophone is.
I don't know what a flutophone is, so...
No, it's not an actual thing. It's a band.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a real band?
No, it's a band name that I came up with.
Okay.
It's not a real band. None of these are real bands.
I didn't know how you...
I think maybe Young Little Boy is a SoundCloud rapper that I looked up.
Oh my god! All of that tracks very much.
It's not good. No. I listened to one song. It's not good. I highly recommend not listening to it.
Tommy, the point of it is that we have to do what our gut feeling is. And I know what my gut feeling about flutophone is.
Okay, but mine is going to be really long.
Mine is long too. So maybe we should just
go really one and then the other.
Yeah. Okay. Tommy, what's flutophone?
Flutophone is some kind of alternative techno orchestral music. Think Blue Man Group that have the what's it called?
The drums.
PVC organ or whatever. It's that, except everything is electronic flutes. And what does that mean? I don't know. That is flutophone. But all the different flutes, they have 40 flutes. And they're all different shapes and sizes and all different colors, and they all sound wildly different. And one of them is drums somehow, but they all are shaped similarly to flutes.
That sounds like a very immersive experience. I imagine walking through that. That is an installation at a
walking through it.
It's like an installation at a museum, and there's just these 40 people playing their electric flutes around you with lights.
But they're also it's just a big empty room with 40 people constantly playing this terrifying music. It might just be noise music as well. But they're all facing different directions, and they're just spread randomly about the room. So you have to weave your way through all these excuse me, excuse me. It's also the room in between the main hall and the bathroom. So you have to go by them if you need to go to the bathroom.
Flutophone paid extra money to have this mandatory room. You can avoid the bands in the other rooms, but you have to interact with flutophone.
I love that all of the bands that we've talked about so far have to pay to be out to perform wherever. They don't make money.
No. I think that's the point.
Gopal, to answer your question about does this stream accept crashers, the plan is yes. The question is when, and I'll give that question to you, Amrit.
I say whenever. I say that I think the funniest would be if we had a revolving door of crashers. You don't have to stay for the whole time. If you if we say something that you severely disagree with, or Tommy and I get into a fight and we need a tiebreaker, get in here and break that tie, talk us down, or whatever. Or if you see a band name which we're about to talk about, which you feel very strongly about, get in here, Does that work?
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
Because you're our friend and you're welcome whenever. But also, I think it would be kind of funny if we just had a revolving door of people that were coming to yell at us. Because sometimes we need that.
And if you're in chat, so we're in the Cross Nerds voice chat. I know that not everyone has an invite to that.
We've already displeased Gopal.
No, I mean Gopal was asking because
what are you doing?
he specifically
You're in the
wanted to.
I'm traveling.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's a good one. What's the next band name? I have limited time to be here.
What's the next band name? I thought you were going to come in and talk about flutophone.
I think flutophone is. I imagine it as a woodwind version of pentatonics.
Okay. I'm thinking the same
that's
level.
Basically what it is. I would explain more, but I feel like it explains itself.
I agree.
My image of the magic of flutophone is actually a
The
solo
magic flute.
Well, because it's a solo
That's
performer
far,
that is
far
married.
too cultured.
It's a marriage of Mozart's opera, The Magic Flute, with like those bagpipe performers that are way too enthusiastic. So it's a very enthusiastic man in a kilt who's dancing and also playing his magic flute. That's who flutophone is.
I should have written all this stuff down. I apologize.
Flutophone was a late ad. Gopal, I do think that you would have
I'll
a
have
hot take on
Flutophone.
sanguine persuasion. Gopal, what's your take on sanguine persuasion?
Oh, sanguine. I heard penguin persuasion.
Oh,
This is kind of boring, but I feel like it would just be baby metal.
baby metal?
No, I can kind of
Yeah.
see that. Yeah, like
What is
the
baby metal?
K-pop band Baby
Oh
Metal.
my god. No, they're like Japanese metal band, but they're all these like really skinny girls.
They're
You should
like
look it up if you haven't seen it already.
I
It's kind of
definitely.
wild. But, like I feel like that's the sanguine persuasion.
Okay. Baby metal.
basically Baby Metal.
Basically baby metal.
I don't know why I picture
Which
like
is also a good band name.
basically baby metal.
Basically Baby Metal is an album name of like of cuts.
Baby metal greatest hits. Yeah.
No, not greatest hits. Like the second level of greatest hits. Like they're just hits. They have the greatest hits album, which is This Is Baby Metal, and then they have the like these are the other songs that we don't think got enough
They're not
credit.
the hits, they're just the slaps.
Yeah.
Basically, baby metal is everything that they left on the cutting room floor.
Exactly,
No.
yes. Basically Baby Metal
Well-
is like the posthumous posthumous album.
What happened to baby metal? What did you do to
Nothing
them?
has happened to Baby Metal.
Why is it posthumous?
It will
Oh,
be
no, it's important.
eventually. That's just how humans work.
It's important to plan for your passing and ensure your children's financial future. That's what basically baby metal is.
I need to work
It's
on
their
having
final
children
goal.
first, but that's what I learned from this deep
Whoa.
reading of baby metal.
I need to work on having children first is a very different thing to say than like, yeah, I guess I need to have kids before I figure out how to provide for them. I need to work on having children.
You told me that there's a step-by-step plan for the rest of my life, but I feel like I'm struggling on step one.
What did I tell you?
There's a step-by-step plan for the rest of my life, and I'm struggling on step
Yeah,
one. Is a great
There's
quote.
one step, and that's to make sure that your children have enough to survive on.
It's actually the first. The first is to gain financial freedom by following my simple 7-step plan. And then you'll
Oh.
see.
Step one is get enough money. And the rest of the steps are just like, yeah, now you're free.
I like
Remember
that we
that
have.
you're
Amen.
free.
Oh boy, I like that we have a free travel vlog from Gopal. Meet up in the DC Metro, baby. What train are you on? Tell us. Just kidding, don't do that.
Gopal, I need to let you know that if you are good at something, never do it for free. And being a travel vlogger is something that you're doing for free right now.
This is just a teaser. I'm gonna head out now so that I save the rest of my content for my YouTube channels.
Sounds good. I'm
Everyone-
glad that we got a sneak peek.
Yeah. Make sure to like and subscribe to Pokemon Fan. He's one of our good friends.
Just write Pokemon, but take out all the vowels.
Yeah.
Coming to you with all the freshest Pokemon. Anyway, I'm not gonna be that person on the forum and after. Bye.
Bye. Well, that was an experience. This
Oh my
this has very similar vibes so far to the 500th episode of Mabim Bam,
Oh, absolutely.
where they just
it
like
was.
left and then got more other family members to join.
That was so. It was such a masterful one. I wish that we had like Charlie and BB's energy. Like, can you imagine? They're so fresh.
The commercials recently have been fantastic for like whatever the Maker Box thing is.
Oh yeah.
Also, I think Justin did one with his youngest kid. Is that Charlie or
That's Cooper.
Cooper? And he said he was talking about something about like the underwear brand that sponsors them. Like,
Yeah.
don't they look fashionable and cool? And she's like, they're good. And he's like, really? That's all you have to say? And then she just starts repeating him. I'm like, that's very like 3-year-old energy.
I think that's very Justin McElroy energy to be literally roasted by his 3-year-old.
No, it's also very true. Speaking of roasted by a 3-year-old, we have this band name here, Soup of Words.
Soup of Words does feel like roasted by a 3-year-old. Soup of Words, go.
It's just the fact that it has the word soup in it makes me think of Bowling for Soup.
Oh,
hello, Ben.
Ben has thoughts about Soup of Words?
Soup of Words is Alt J's side gig.
Alt J's side gig.
Yeah.
I like that, actually. It's the problem that I have with it, Ben, with being Alt J's side gig, is it's not nearly as what's the word? As convoluted a band name as they would come up with. Like Alt J being a triangle on a computer keyboard is so out there as a band name that Soup of Words is way too normal.
Well, they do that. They inverse it because their song titles are a little bit more okay. In this one, they named the band Soup of Words, and then they just like randomly generate 3 or 4 words, and they have to write a song based on that encapsulates that feeling.
That sounds like they'd try to make a song about most of our band names.
Yeah, exactly.
Soup of Words sounds like they went to the spelling bee and were just like, what do we have? They've procrastinated on their album for the past 2 years, and their manager's like, you need to do something. So one day they like, it was due tomorrow. They went to the New York Times spelling bee and were just like, what can we do?
Alternatively, Soup of Words is Will Shortz's solo project.
Oh my god.
Or maybe it's Sam's solo project. We don't know.
Soup of Words is Will Short's cookbook.
There you go.
Soup of Words? Okay. I think Will Short's cookbook is... Hold on. Will Short's cookbook is a new band name. Do you add an S at the end of Shorts if you... Or is it
I think it's
a Z and then apostrophe? Okay.
I think it's just Will Short's apostrophe.
It's the apostrophe S.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it Will Shortz's?
It's Will Shortz's.
Ugh.
I don't know if I like that.
I don't like that.
The cookbook of Will Shortz, is that better?
The cookbook of Will Shortz. Yeah, thank you for putting Will Short's cookbook in the Discord. That's my new favorite band name, I think.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I thought of it. Go to hell.
Okay, so I mean, we have Soup of Words down. That was super easy. But now we need to talk about Will Short's cookbook and what band is that?
Will Short's cookbook is just him reading his recipes from his grandma.
It's just an audiobook on Spotify. And it goes under the band title.
It's just okay. It's either an audiobook on Spotify or it's some like math rock band. It's got to be something out there like math rock.
Yeah, something real weird.
Something really that only that nerds can really enjoy. And
I feel like
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. I was thinking Will Short's cookbook is that intersection of like, you know, people who are really good at math are often really good at music, and it's like it's that intersection of like the math, music, and like cooking or wordplay or something. Like Will Short's cookbook is the magnum opus of like all of these geniusness.
This is what classy people do. This is the modern Renaissance man's handbook.
I'm thinking about the time.
Did I spell that right? There's no way I just spelled Renaissance right.
Yeah, you did.
Renaissance, yeah.
You nailed
I'm
it.
very proud of myself for that.
Modern Renaissance.
Modern Renaissance, prominent brown ridge.
Oh.
Modern Renaissance, prominent brown ridge.
That's what it said for a second.
That sounds like a crosswords clue.
Yeah.
I feel like Will Short's cookbook, because it's specifically Will Short's, all of the songs have to be like the lyrics are just crossword clues.
All of the titles of the song are crossword clues, but the chorus is like the word that is the solution.
It's just the same word over and over.
The title is the clue, and then the subject matter is whatever is
whatever the solution is.
Man,
yeah.
I would hate to listen to the song that's chorus is or the song called An English Bird, and then the chorus is just one word over and over again. Does it have to? So, question: the song
Yeah.
titles, if they're all crossword clues, do they all end in a number?
Oh, it's only if he's doing a cryptic album.
Yes.
Oh my
Well,
God,
you
the
don't have the
album-
actual. Wait.
Oh yeah.
All the album covers are crosswords.
Yeah. It's an anagram.
Okay,
And each
hold on.
song is they're usually like, I don't know, 5x5s or 7x7s or whatever. So there's like 15 songs, and then he vanishes. Presumably, Will Shortz is the one doing this. Yes.
Mhm.
It's got to be either Will Shortz or he's behind
He-
it. He's like the mastermind pulling strings.
Oh my God! Wait.
He
can you
drops
imagine-
off the map for like 3 years and releases one on a Sunday that is a full Sunday-sized one
Yeah.
with a song for every clue.
An LP, a full LP with like 100 something songs.
Long track
He just
record.
he's not doing crosswords. No one can find him. He's moved to Alaska to a cabin where he can be truly alone and work on this.
And
The-
no, wait, this is his like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory thing as well.
Yes.
right? Because he
yes.
makes an extremely hard puzzle, and his protege is the first person to solve it, and then find him in his cabin in the wilderness.
The Sunday crossword that also leads you to his actual real life location.
Yeah, and like you walk in, and he like Yoda beefs it. Like, sorry. Okay.
Yoda beefs it is a very good.
No, we can't keep adding band names.
The NYTLP.
We're never going to get through this.
Oh, this is so good.
Yeah.
You need to stop going to medical school so we can do a podcast full time.
If someone wants to give us enough money for me to drop out.
The crossword is a map. Oh.
Oh my God, the crossword is so song titles are clues. Need
Yeah.
to solve them. Put them in the crossword. But also the solutions to the crossword are clues for you to locate him.
Yeah.
Also, there's a map on the back of the Declaration of Independence. So you need to do that.
This is
Oh.
a thing that we've made. We didn't have this until literally.
Why? Why is
minutes
our
ago.
best content making a fiction of Will Shortz?
Because I think everything we do is in some way making a fiction of Will Shortz. I hope he eventually finds us so that we
I
can
God,
become
I hope-
friends. I just hope he doesn't
Professor
find us
Dwarf to show up
creepy.
again.
Yes.
He seemed to like us the first time.
If I had a Twitter, I would tweet my little logo at Sam and just be like, "Hey."
If you want me to, I could be like, my friend made this for our
If you do
spelling
that, you
bee thing.
also have to tweet the sinful picture that you made at Will Shortz.
I don't know if he has a Twitter. I look at Will Shortz. I'm looking at Will Shortz on
There's no way
Twitter.
he doesn't.
Certain Will Shortz has a Twitter.
He works in media.
Yeah.
I hope he knows that we,
Love
adore him, and this is all in good fun.
I don't think he does.
My main concern is that Will Shortz is like a practicing and devout Catholic, in which case he could be very
Ooh,
offended by
hope
what
not.
we say.
Just tweet it at the New York Times. It'll find its way to him.
Times. Oh man.
Yeah. We keep adding things to contend with. Now that we've dissected Will Short's cookbook, we have to
So,
go to Yoda.
Yeah, we've
Beef's.
gone through one. It's just such a terrible sentence. We've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, I think Yoda Beefs It is Flutophone's like
First album.
first album or their first main single or something.
Yoda Beefs It does sound kind of like you just threw a number of instruments down a long flight of stairs. And put that together.
So
Also-
wait, hold on. You know the sound in Lego Star Wars when Yoda dies, he goes, "Oh." That's the exact sound when you drop a flutophone.
Yoda Beats It is just the score of the Lego Star Wars video games.
Hold on. Well, the Lego Star Wars video games are just like Star Wars. I'm looking up Yoda dying, Yoda death sound. So those of you online will hear this.
With hamburger.
So if you could hear that is the sound. Yeah, that's the sound of flutophones.
You probably didn't miss it.
Yeah, you're like 45 seconds behind. You could also just Google Yoda death sound.
There's many videos about it.
It's 4 seconds long.
Tommy, you know my computer's having a hard time. Oh my god, are we actually tweeting that pic to Sam? Oh boy.
I mean, we can.
He'd appreciate it. He seems like he's got a good attitude on Twitter.
But people are so mean to him on Twitter. I feel
We're
really
mean
bad.
to him on stream.
But
Not to his face.
I told you, I googled it and I looked it up, and he's like not that much older than we are, and he
Yes,
seems like a sweet little babe.
I think a lot of people jokingly tweet at him and are like, "Oh, why isn't LMAO in here and stuff?" And he always is like, "Oh, haha, that would have been funny."
Oh, haha.
I don't know. It seems like he's, happy with it.
I want it to be a nice tweet. I want it to be like, "Hey Sam, I hope you're having a good
Yoda Beats It is also the name of the band's eventual crossover promo with Hamburger Helper. That's amazing, Go Paul. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh,
now
boy.
this is Yoda's cookbook. And
No,
we're back
we
with
can't. We can't add another one. We can't immediately. We're not even on Prominent Brow Ridge yet.
I know, and Prominent Brow Ridge was a long time.
Prominent Brow Ridge is Stomp. Is that the thing that happened
That's a
on
thing.
like Broadway?
Yeah.
Where they
the
all use like
brooms and
trash,
stuff,
yeah, trash cans of brooms. Prominent Brow Ridge is Stomp, except they're all dressed as cavemen, and they use like rocks and stuff.
I don't hate it.
Stomp, but caveman themed.
Stomp a caveman.
I think that's a
instruments.
one and done. I think we got it.
I think so too.
I think we nailed it in one, and by we I mean I.
The initial title was mine. I'm almost certain.
What?
I remember
What? Prominent Brow Ridge? It might have been.
certainly. Because it's a very bio-amp thing. I remember Meat Daddy responded to it and was like, Prognathos, and I was like, oh, another bio-amp person. I love. I was very happy. Haircut in the dark. To me, it's just Panic at the Disco, but like...
Panic at the Disco, except very, like, all the lights are off.
Like
It's
neon
far
rave.
more mundane. Haircut in the dark is just Panic at the Disco, but mundane.
Cool.
Panic at the Disco, but it's the errands you have to do today.
But mundane. What about Dave Mustaine?
Nervousness at the nightclub.
Nervousness at the nightclub.
Anxiety in the grocery aisle.
Soul. There we go.
Yeah, sorry.
There you go. Yeah.
These are album names, by the way.
Absolutely.
100%. But mundane.
Total disassociation at the DMV.
Yeah, I spelled that wrong.
Oh my god.
Dissociation of the DMV. Sadness in the shower.
Oh. Out of body in the outdoors. Oh my god.
That's the out of body in the outdoors is the like in the open covers.
Absolutely.
It's definitely acoustic.
Out of body in the outdoors is what happens when they need a break from the limelight.
This is a whole arc as well. Like it starts as nervousness and then anxiety and then disassociation and then you're sad and then there's positiveness.
You're trying
Is
to
that
find
a
You find yourself in the outdoors.
What?
I don't
Is
know.
that
That's like
positive?
spiritual or whatever.
Yeah. You're trying to
It's better than disassociating at the DMV.
That's
Fair.
true.
It's a whole plot line.
What's another one? I don't know.
We
couldn't
need to
think of
kind of return to. I'm gonna repost the Google Doc in case anyone wants to be a part.
Yeah, we
of
should do
this.
that like every couple minutes.
Yeah.
It's a view only link, but
I got another one for Busted Beans just immediately.
yeah.
It's like Dropkick Murphys. It's another one of those like Boston Irish bands.
Busted Beat. I like that a lot.
Yeah. This. All right, I'm gonna bounce in hopes of keeping the rotating door going.
Oh, I
Call upon someone else to drop in.
Can you tell me what band did ooh wah? What band is that?
Isn't that Getting Down with the Sickness?
Down
Is that
with the
I
Disturbed?
think it is.
It's Down with the Sickness. What band is it?
Disturbed?
I don't know.
Yeah, Disturbed.
I have a feeling I'm never gonna be like, this is just like that band. I'm just gonna be like, this band is like ooh wah, and you're just gonna have to figure it out.
They look up the lyrics to Down with the Sickness, and the first like group is hilarious.
Is it just how do you put in words down ooh wah?
I mean,
Oh, ah, 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 ah.
yes. Okay.
Somehow seeing it written makes it feel a lot more low key.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not disturbed anymore.
No.
What was that noise again?
It's ooh wah.
Ooh ah
Ooh, ah. Annoyed. All right.
Oh
fun with the
no,
rest of
I
your-
don't want to talk about milking from a distance. I've gotten two. You need to tell me what milking from a distance, the genre / is this like a neutral milk hotel kind of thing? The problem is I'm only thinking of it based on words that are similar to other bands.
I think milking from a distance is like.
I hate the sound of it. I don't want it to exist anymore. Can we please get this over with quickly without saying the
We can
name?
also just delete it. We can also just say no thanks. Milking from a distance.
Milking from afar. Same difference.
Wait, no, wait. Wait.
Experimental Amish.
That's exactly what I think.
Okay, yes. Milking from a farm.
That's what it is.
I don't think we need to talk about this anymore. I think all we should write is milking from a farm. Same difference. Okay, dental clown. We don't need to talk about that anymore.
Oh, man.
That was awful.
I think we got it in one. What are you talking about?
I hated the experience, but it was just quality content and amazing.
It's not about the destination or the journey.
It's about milking from a farm, which is the same distance. Same difference. We have so many more. Oh,
Dental clown.
Oops, sorry. Dental
What is
clown. I mean, dental clown has to be like a weird, some
think it's a
weird kind of
performance.
underground rap in my mind, like underground hip hop, but obviously the guy is dressed up like a clown wearing dental scrubs.
No, I know exactly what it is. It's
Okay.
a performance piece. Because you know how, like, way early in the history of medicine and stuff, surgery was like, you did surgery in an operating theater. because like anyone who was interested could pay to play, but also like medical students, they would just watch you do surgery. And so to me, Dental Clown is a performance art piece where someone is in their dental scrubs doing a surgery in a surgical theater, but actually it's showing what a broken healthcare system that exists in the United States. That's what Dental Clown is. And I will not walk that back or take any more questions at this time.
Cool. That's so, Gopal, I appreciate your comment about it's just a Led Zeppelin cover band, don't overthink it. But this stream is this podcast. Yeah.
Oh my god, Led Zeppelin is so good. You need to add this to the list right now.
Led Zeppelin? Really?
Yes, and it is just like a lesbian power band. Are you kidding me?
Okay. I think, no, we got it in one. Okay, now that I think about it, Led Zeppelin is very good.
Well, I'm so glad, Gopal, there's nothing to forgive. Led Zeppelin is extremely good. I love Led Zeppelin. Oh, man. Okay.
Well, so I guess we're on to gross incompetent and high explosives.
It sounds like a pirate band. To me, gross incompetence and high explosives is what happens on Captain Jack Sparrow's ship.
Are you saying that this isn't even a band? It's just what happens on this fictional character's ship?
No, I think it's are pirate bands a thing?
I'm sure they are.
Have a pirate-themed band.
I mean, there's like sea shanty bands.
Yeah, to me, that's what gross incompetence and high explosives is.
So it's a pirate band like sea shanties?
Yes. Or it's like at Disney World when they have like the pirate, like the Pirates of the Caribbean like performance. Gross incompetence is high explosives is what they do on that exact same scene stage, but again after dark. Like it is.
All right. I also think that there are two different parts to this. Gross incompetence is the name of the lead singer.
Gross incompetence and the high explosives.
No, not the high explosives. The rest of them are just high explosives.
Uh-huh.
Like each of them are named for a different form of high explosives. Like the drummer is C4 and the
TNT.
bassist or whatever. I guess if it's sea shanties, they don't have actual instruments, but like maybe the tenor is C4 and the bass is high explosive is dynamite or something.
And the person who like bangs on the boxes.
Yeah. They do have the one guy who's on like the wooden drum.
Yeah.
One of them is high explosives, the rest of them are just high.
It's very cool. There's like the one very high performing backup dancer that does all the flips and sick tricks, and the rest of them are just kind of like sitting there. Road, if you're still here, I don't know if you heard our call to action, but you're welcome in the pod at any time if you disagree with us vociferously or have an extremely hot take on anything.
Vociferously is a good word.
Thank you.
Question.
Anyway.
I noticed that Glendroid is in our chat because Glendroid is always in their chat. Can I do define, how do you spell vociferous?
VOCIFEROUS.
Dang it, Gopal got there first.
Ooh, oh my god.
MOTY? What does that even mean?
I have no idea.
Oh wait, sorry, spell that again. I got distracted.
I'll get it. Is it just define?
Yeah, exclamation point define. I don't know how this happened, but I really appreciate Glenn and we need to tell him. Expressing our characters by vehement opinions. Vehement is also a big word, though. Like, not everyone knows the word vehement.
I mean...
I know the word vehement, and thank you, but, like, I just find it interesting.
Sorry!
Sorry, pal. Okay. Liari, I think it might be your time to shine. We are now at Very Sudden Pickle.
Yeah, Liari, please, if you
I don't even want to participate in coming up with this one. Liari, I think this is just up to you.
Very sudden pickle is all Leari. Ooh, definition 1 of 2. How do you get to the second definition?
Define 2. Leari, where are you at? Corn orb.
Ha! Glendroid does not accept corn orb. Hello, Leari.
I would.
Welcome to the show.
Hello.
All right.
Sorry, I had to mute your stream.
That's okay. Tell us, what is very sudden pickle?
Oh
What
god,
is this
I didn't
band?
even think about this.
How could you not think about this?
Honestly, I
Honestly,
was about to say, I don't think it comes across as we've thought about this at all.
Yeah, we haven't thought
So
of any
there's
of
no-
these. These are totally off the cuff.
I love pickles.
You do.
Okay.
Um,
Leari loves them. Important note.
oh gosh, I'm on the spot. What do I do?
Use that big
I mean,
brain of
let's-
yours.
No, we can just do Leari, we can just do word association and work through this, alright?
Okay,
I'll say a word and you tell me what you associate. Cucumber.
seed.
Salt.
Chip.
Brine. This is the thing.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Can I give a suggestion? As I've just thought of something.
Yes.
So the pickle, I think the pickle and what genre pickle would be is definitely up to you, Leari. But very sudden, I think that every single song either has to start really loudly and with no warning, or every song is like 1 second long. It's just like BOW, and that's the end of the song. Or they could be a flash mob band.
I was about to say flash mob. Oh my god.
Okay,
Very
I
sudden
think.
pickle is the flash mob.
Okay,
of music.
fine. I'll go with that.
But yes,
No,
but what is
Leari.
Leari? What is the genre of music? So it's a flash mob. That's how they. That's where the very sudden comes from. But what genre of music is pickle?
What genre of music is pickle?
Yes,
Oh,
there are no wrong
Really?
answers.
see, I haven't thought about this. This is very difficult.
What does pickle symbolize to their fans? Let's say, like when their fans are like, "Hell yeah, I'm a picklehead." Like, why are they proud to be a picklehead?
Yeah, I'm Pickle Rick.
Oh my god, a gangster rap flash mob. Oh my
Leari,
god.
don't let any of us influence you. This is all you. Oh my god, acid rock is, although it's very good, Dragon.
That is very good.
You know
Leari,
what?
You're a
I'm-
picklehead yourself. What does being a picklehead mean to you?
I'm gonna have to go with what Dragon just said because that's awesome.
Okay.
That's awesome. See, I had not thought of this before. I was just saying I like pickles.
Well, we're
Okay.
glad that you like pickles.
I
Thank you. Thank you, Dragon.
I love that you willingly came onto the podcast only to say I like pickles and I haven't thought any farther.
Of course.
Your ability to put yourself out there is admirable. Fuck, you need to.
I mean, it's also only us watching this stream, so I don't feel
That's true. That's true. We're not very popular.
There's a reason.
That's not-
You spelled pickle wrong. How do you spell pickle wrong?
I don't know. Maybe
Come on.
the word picklehead doesn't exist.
How would you follow around Very Sudden Pickle? VSP to their fans.
Oh yeah.
How do you follow them around? Because like Deadheads followed around the Grateful Dead. They knew where they were going to go, but this is a flash mob. Do you just like hang out in busy city streets and hope that they show up?
I think like they'd probably, right? Wouldn't they have a Twitter? They have a very
Of course they would, yeah.
Yeah. What
I
else
feel
would
like
you
Very
do?
Sudden Pickle would have to make a new Twitter every time though.
if Very Sudden Pickle was like Banksy except for their flash mobs. Like, where Banksy drops an art piece, they flash mob and then they go away.
How would you flash mob? Like, no one knows who Banksy is. That's sort of the whole point. Okay, they can wear masks. I was going to say they do a flash mob in a place where nobody is.
No, I think they all wear pickle costumes, which have like full facial coverage. So it's like the Banksy of flash mobs.
Wait, did you just say they're in pickle costumes?
Yeah, of course.
They have to be. Flash mob at the DMV.
I mean, or they could be called Very Sudden Pickle and not wear pickle costumes, but still wear costumes of like other various vegetables, which feels more like various VSPs.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. You can pickle anything. This doesn't have to be a cucumber pickle.
True.
Whoa. Larry, what were you gonna say?
I just saw some other vegetable. Wait, scroll down this little document you have here.
There's another Carrot Factory.
Carrot Factory, yes. Carrot Factory needs to do something with Very Sudden Pickle.
Okay, Carrot Factory is definitely like VSP's backing band.
To me, Carrot Factory also feels a little juvenile. Like Carrot Factory feels like Pete, like G-rated.
More Wiggles?
Yeah.
Wait, we already have a Wiggles though.
I think Larry's making fun of me. Which is fair.
Carrot Factory promiscuity was a Wiggles.
I'm sorry.
I was thinking death metal.
I don't know. Pebble to me just feels like a very innocuous and innocent word. Like I think
we're going back.
Exactly.
Okay, we're going back to the very first one.
I know this is not very like the Wiggles.
It's like a boy band for preteens. Isn't that all boy bands though? Oh yeah, Gopal got me.
Wow, you and Gopal have one brain cell. Yeah, Liari, is there anything else in the doc that speaks to you? I can throw the link in again.
To be honest, I haven't read them all. Scroll down there, Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy.
I love Hippopocker news.
Stop!
I stopped. I stopped like 5 seconds ago.
I don't remember Modesty Penguin. Where did that come from?
I also don't remember Modesty Penguin. I do remember Young Little Boy, Lil Ill, and Lil Hot Rice. I do not remember Modesty Penguin.
But it was between all those.
I don't remember where Little Hot Rice came from. I cannot wait to get to Panamanian Pomeranian Pandemonium. That one might be my favorite of all time.
Oh my god. Wait. Scroll up a little bit.
Little Hot Rice.
Why does that one get you so bad?
Further. PSP's back.
We do need Tynan for Heinous Amos. Like, you need to get Tynan in here for Heinous Amos.
Oh.
How is this stream gaining viewers? I mean, if you want to put them in other put the link in other Discords, we could scare more people off if you want.
Gaining viewers, indeed.
I mean, go you're here.
I also enjoyed In No Way a Peacock. That was a good one.
In No Way a Peacock, I am excited to get to. I have no ideas for In No Way a Peacock. Me being Sean in the end of the world.
That sounds like a memoir title. Me being Sean in the end of the world is a memoir.
So I remember Me being Sean in the end of the world because when Gopal was first using the AI to generate new fake band names, it every so often on the thing we used online to generate new stuff, it would get stuck saying the same thing over and over. And for some reason, Me Big Sean in the end of the world was that one. So every third one, it would just say Me Big Sean in the end of the world. I know almost nothing about Big Sean, except he's probably quite large. And I think his name is Sean. But apparently he'll be
Tommy,
with me
your
at the end of the
commitment
world.
to the literal is my favorite thing about you.
Oh
My
my.
what?
Your commitment to think the literal is my favorite thing about you. Oh my god.
Oh. Well,
Oh man.
Thank you for hopping on, Liari.
we should let this revolving door keep revolving. I will
Yeah.
be back for another one probably.
Thank you for very
Please
sudden
do.
pickle.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right.
Is in fact
Sean-
Jazz,
okay.
the revolving door is open to you. Does Jazz have ability to get into Cross Nerds?
I invited her, so she should be able to. But then again, Jess and I were talking earlier about going on stream, and that sounds like it's a long way off if it's ever going to happen.
Right, but
But
she and
again-
I would be hanging out right now, and I think she and I would like hanging out. But also,
Yeah,
there's
sure.
absolutely no pressure. Oh
All
my
right.
god.
We are finally
Where were
on to accept the snail and accept the snail. Do we make
There
this
were
two
both
different band names, or
poems.
is this one?
I think one of them is the band name, and one of them is their first album.
Okay, so like, accept the snail is an album about everything but the snail.
Yes, that's how they build up their mythos. Don't you know the number one secret to having a good band is a veil of secrecy?
Some bands go for a cool name. Some bands go for a ridiculous name. Some bands go for an animated band, like the Gorillaz. And then
Or
accept the
Alvin and
snail refuses to talk about the snail. Why? What are we accepting about this snail?
Exactly.
I love
That's
the.
how they lure you in.
It's not. I'm laughing at what I just said, like myself, but I said, what are we accepting about the snail, and not why are we accepting this snail? There's definitely something weird going on with the snail.
The snail.
They're asking us to accept the snail, but there's something wrong with it. There's a reason why
Okay.
we're hesitant.
We're accepting the snail as it is. But
Yes, but why?
it
This
is
is a
not.
command. I feel like they're begging us.
Yeah. Accept this snail.
Everything
Please?
but the kitchen snail.
That's very good. That's album number 2.
That is very good. All right.
Oh my god.
What
We
is
don't
it?
have anything about their genre.
We
Who
don't
are
have
they?
a genre yet. We just have. I mean, I don't think we have to necessarily come up with a genre for all of them. If a genre is not
Yeah.
possible, I do think that. Except that if we don't come up with, we have to come up with something. If it's album names or song titles, that's fine.
Is it a genre to say like they're very secretive about their snail? Does that qualify as a genre? Except the snail. You won't find out.
I wrote
Except
genre.
that
You will not learn about the snail. That is final.
Exactly.
Is someone in the band secretly the snail? It's that underground, yes. It's so underground. It's so underground that I was going to try to make a snail reference, but they don't spend a lot of time underground. It's so underground, except maybe they're aquatic snails.
It's so underground that you
Below
won't
the
catch them out
surface.
of their shell. Done. It's so underground that you won't catch them out of their shell. Done. Done has to be in the subtitle.
That is this is
what
their
Dragon was saying
this is their
earlier, right?
Twitter bio.
Yeah, Dragon was saying earlier that if heard that some of these would be song names, if that's the case, can we also include a parenthetical subtitle?
Yes,
This is
no,
the
100%.
subtitle for their
This is
entire
the subtitle.
existence. So underground that you won't catch them out of their shell. Except the snail.
I love that accept the snail is a command. So the problem is that I'm realizing, whoops, live editing. The word done doesn't make it. We may have to go slightly smaller. Oh, we're on to one of my favorite ones, Drowning with Bongos.
Oh my god.
I love saying the words drowning with bongos. Oh boy. Actually, Tiny needs to get in on this one.
I think Tynan certainly needs to be here for Heinous Amos as well, so we should do
Yes,
that.
I'm just gonna call him.
Where is he?
He's in the next room. Just gonna call him. I'll put it on speaker.
No, he needs to get in here.
Yes. I'm putting on a speaker so that you can hear this conversation while I yell at him to get into
yes, please.
stream. This is good content.
What if your own brother doesn't pick up your phone call?
He just picked it up. Get on
Yay!
Discord and join us. We're talking about Drowning with Bongos, and we need help coming up with a genre / story.
Drowning with bongos?
Yes, Drowning with Bongos.
Okay.
All right, he ended the call. The snail could be a representation of death, as in the meme Wish, where you get $1 million in immortality, but an immortal snail chases you and ends. Yeah,
meme.
I love that
Yes.
meme.
Also, did you see the promo that Gopal posted for us? Like music, love melody. This stream isn't for you. Tommy and Umrit and a rotating cast of not-so-surprised guests examine a list of made-up band names and figure out what genres they're in. Join in for a just okay time.
That's amazing, actually.
Yeah.
That's a great description.
It is a great description. Hello, Tynan.
It's
Welcome
James.
to the show.
Hold on.
Tynan, do you think we could get Charles as a guest star?
I heard him say, wait, hold on, in the other room. I feel like it's just normal reggae. No, you can't, but the room is slowly filling with water.
Oh my god. No, I feel like Drowning with Bongos is like a retiree was looking for a project to get into, and they found out they're abnormally talented at getting into bongos. And by the next time that their grandkid came to visit them, they find their like senile grandfather surrounded, almost crushed to death with these bongos
Something
that they
will
can't stop
happen.
making.
Okay, Ty, don't read chat. Chat is very good, but tell us what Drowning with Bongos is.
Tell us who they are, what they represent to the people. The bong heads. What?
Ty? Did Ty just die?
I have no idea. He could also just come to your room.
He could. Ty, and if you can hear me, just join me. Join me. I think about the steel drum and how it's most popular in the Caribbean, which also has a lot of hurricanes.
Oh my god.
It's a political statement.
Drowning with Bongos is a like tornado takes up like a concert hall that is surrounded with bongos, and it is the noise they make as they like
As they bounce around.
get hurled out of this tornado.
It's got to be a hurricane though, because you have to be drowning.
Yeah,
There has to be
hurricane.
water involved.
Absolutely. I like it as a political statement, but that is the audio experience.
Is
Also,
this a
the way you
political
said
statement?
like the Wiggles is so hateful. I feel bullied every time I read it.
Like the Wiggles.
I fixed it.
All right, Tynan.
Tynan.
Drowning with Bongos, go.
Drowning with Bongos is a new wave African drum and dance band.
Okay.
In this
Is that just
essay,
it? In this essay?
Because it's like African drum and dance, bongos, and new wave drowning.
Okay, no, you got it. I think you may have got it in one. Now, Ty, you have to stay here though.
Where are you writing these?
In a
Oh, there's
in a Google Doc.
Okay.
You also have to tell us what Heinous Amos is.
Heinous Amos? Heinous Amos is like, it can't be black metal because it's not like referential of death or vomit enough.
Wait, hold on. What if it's like the Wiggles?
Heinous Amos?
Stop it!
I just needed to get Emma's reaction.
I think
Continue,
Heinous
Tommy.
Amos is like,
Heinous Amos is just that nasty old man in your
Heinous Amos is a one-man band, but all of his instruments are slightly out of tune.
Heinous Amos has that thing that Dick Van Dyke has in Mary Poppins, which has like every possible instrument on it.
That's exactly what I'm
He's
thinking
a
of.
nasty old man.
But they're
Except
all
he's
out of
really
tune
nasty.
or like poorly
Mary
timed.
Poppins. Okay,
What
Mary
is that thing
Poppins
called?
is now also on this list.
Mary Poppins is very good. What is that instrument called? Do you, like, I can visually see what I'm talking about, Timon. Do you know what it's called?
I think it's just like
What do
a
I
collection
Google?
of instruments haphazardly put
I'm
together.
currently Googling crazy drum in Mary Poppins.
It's not the
That
instrument's fault
wild
that he doesn't tune them.
drum.
Yes,
Post
but there's a
the-
reason why it's Heinous Anus and not Heinous Anus's instruments.
Heinous Amos.
Yes, Heinous Amos.
Yeah. Thought you said anus.
No, I'm saying Heinous
Heinous
Amos.
anus is very different.
It is, which is why it's Heinous
God.
Amos.
It's just called a one-man band. That's what the instrument is called. Interesting.
Lame. All right.
Dick Van Dyke but bad. No, it's Dick Van Dyke but nasty. He's a nasty old man.
Give me like a gross green. That's a mint green. That's a good green. There we go. Nasty old man. That's not. You don't even have it indented with anything. It's just there.
It's because it's his own
Is that
concept.
another band name? Nasty Old Man?
No, I refuse. We already have Mary Poppins.
Give me another one. I need to do this.
Let's see. Young Little Boy. No, we already know what Young Little Boy
No,
is.
can you give me what Low Hot Rice is, please?
Little Hot Rice.
I can't
Young
stop
Little
thinking
Boy
about it.
isn't even SoundCloud rap. He's like iCloud rap. He just takes videos of his rap and uploads it to the cloud so only he and people who share his password can see it.
Young Little Boy goes to Times Square and airdrops his music to his vendor.
He's just very unsure. He's like,
Oh,
guys,
God.
can you listen to this first? I don't know if I should put it on SoundCloud or Spotify. I don't know if it's good.
I love the idea that Young Little Boy. I had something. He's like a YouTube Shorts rapper. Not even TikTok.
Or Instagram Reels only. YouTube
Actually,
Shorts.
it should be Facebook Shorts, because like Instagram Shorts and Facebook Shorts I think are the same thing, but every time I accidentally click on a Facebook short, it is the worst possible content on the internet, and at least Instagram Shorts are addicting. Facebook ones are just brutal. YouTube Shorts with a Z.
That's Will Short's YouTube channel, obviously.
YouTube Shorts.
Can you imagine goes to Times Square and just drops his EP to people? Just please God, anyone.
I see that the next one is Lil Ill, but it really looks like Lil the Third.
That's much
The first
better,
album.
actually.
First album is Lil the Third.
No.
First album is I'm Not Lil the Third. Frowny face.
Minimal brain shrinkage has got to be hyperpop.
Yeah.
There's no way minimal brain shrinkage isn't hyperpop.
I've
So
never
is
heard of
Teen
Hyperpop.
Crush.
No, Teen Crush is something different.
Minimal brain shrinkage is hyperpop, and their visuals will cause seizures. Like, that's what minimal brain shrinkage is.
Not just in people with epilepsy, but like everybody.
Everybody.
This will
Like,
their band will
seizure
give you
inducing.
epilepsy. Minimal brain shrinkage, their entire goal is to cause epilepsy.
My god, Brandon! Brandon got it in one.
Female Korean rapper. Okay.
Oh my god, that is exactly who Lil Hot Rice is.
Like, that's a good band name now, though.
If Korean pop is shortened as K-pop, would Korean rap be shortened as crap with a K? What about Chinese rap?
Oh, Lil Hot Rice is a crapper.
Lil Hot Rice is a crapper. Who's your favorite crapper? Mine is Lil Hot Rice.
We need to move
that
on.
That was not a human sentence and language that exists on this earth.
We're on to Mary Poppins.
God didn't create the earth so that you could call her a female crapper.
Who's the greatest female crapper of all time?
Hold on, I'm letting you finish.
Oh. Lil Hot Rice really just got the crap scene into the mainstream.
Lil Hot Rice is so extremely funny, and I like it so much.
I think this is another one that's number one. The Croat.
The Croat.
I hate that. I truly dislike it. This is another one that we're gonna have
Coolest
to upload to
rapper
YouTube because
of
the whole
all
thing is just
time.
good. Coolest rapper of all time.
No, the Croat is
Croat stands for Chinese rapper of all time.
This is one of the rappers of all time.
Kindest that's
Kindest rapper of all time.
That's nice. All right, Mary Poppins.
It's one of those
Show
little-
tunes, but like
Show tunes but bitter.
Style of death metal.
Show tunes but bitter.
Show tunes but bitter. Show tunes but sung like Adele, really like upset about something.
Show tunes but written by Adele.
But written by Adele.
Adele and Taylor Swift. All right, I think we got that in one. Ungodly Caribou.
Heavy metal folk song covers.
I think it's just really loud folk.
Yeah.
Really loud bluegrass.
folk.
I agree, Jazz. Pill popping from a burnout.
Swag rock from a burnout theater kid.
Okay.
Mary Poppins is the audition tapes of a theater kid, like year to year, as they continue not
Burnt out.
What about the Ernie Out theater kids?
Burnt Out is Ernie's solo project. Do you think Ernie's solo project is all sad songs because he misses Bert?
It's called Burnt Out. Oh no.
No, Burt Out is Bert's expose on the unjust working conditions on Sesame Street. Like, that's his memoir. Or it's their divorce album from Ernie. When they get divorced, this is Ernie's heartbreak album.
It's definitely a Sesame Street, like,
yeah,
100%.
I think bubonic cardiology has to be black metal just because it has to deal with both disease and like
it's
blood.
Also the bubonic plague was the Black Plague.
Yeah, it's
so
black
it's gotta
metal.
Be the black.
Gotta be black metal.
Dragon, that's an extremely valid point.
Oh, I spelled Bert wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, burnt out.
I don't know why spelling Kurt like Kurt is so funny.
Oh my god.
I hadn't even thought about it. Oh, man.
Burt.
Burgir.
Burgir.
I can't tell if I'm having the best time of my life or the worst time of my life right now. It's definitely one.
Hippopocamus is math rock.
Okay.
Hippopocamus is math
Do we need to
rock.
keep the thing spinning here?
We do.
It's like way deep into paganism, folk. Ungodly caribou.
Yes. Oh my god.
Paganism folk?
It's got to be bluegrass, not folk. Heavy, loud, pagan bluegrass. Liare, I'm glad that we're on the same page with that. You're having one of the times of your life. Well, we're all... is that the Butler on the Air new slogan? Join to have a time of your life.
Join to have a time of your life.
People that live way too deep in Montana and they're mad about it. The problem is I can already hear it.
Right in the just like dead center, surrounded by hundreds of miles of more Montana. And you're like, oh god.
That's definitely one of the choruses. We're out here singing hundreds of miles. There, in every direction, there are 100 miles of more Montana.
I could stand on the top of the highest hill in Montana, and all I would see is more Montana.
Ungodly Caribou is just an existential crisis set to music.
It's just like, brum, ah!
Oh wait, are you writing that?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that got me so bad. Very well done, Jazz.
You're crying.
I know. Yes, people that live way too deep in like I'm imagining them underground.
Can I have edit access for this?
No.
Yeah.
I'm on the stream.
It's supposed to be a rotating cast tie, and now you're out here stealing all the good things.
You asked me to be here. You called me from a room away and told me to get on Discord.
Ty, you don't know. You don't know what's it called, like the Morse code.
Wait. Morse code?
Yeah,
no, I don't.
I could
know
like
Morse
knock on his
code.
wall.
What are you talking about?
Why do I live in Montana?
I'd rather be in Hawaii.
Well, Jazz, I like that it's a
I'd
good
rather
way.
be anywhere other than Montana.
That's the first hit single.
Except Wyoming.
Except Wyoming is the second hit single.
No, that's the parenthetical. It's like, I'd rather be anywhere else, parentheses, except Wyoming.
They put it in the parenthetical because people will search except Wyoming way more because they sing that line more than I would rather be anywhere but Montana.
Except Wyoming. I'd rather be anywhere else.
I could be anywhere except Montana.
I would go most anywhere to find where I belong that isn't Wyoming.
Or Montana.
I'd go anywhere that isn't Wyoming to find where I belong. Hercules.
Shocked that we haven't suggested.
What was that?
I'm shocked we haven't suggested any like Disney genre, like whether that's like
Well, we
Disney
haven't got there
movie
yet.
music or Disney star music, because those are very different.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. We just haven't got there yet. We've had too many other genres to talk about. Okay, We've done bubonic cardiology, kind of. I don't think that I could come up with a really great background for bubonic cardiology. Lifeblood Lifelines, though. That's a really good one, I think.
Lifeblood.
What is the genre of music? It's been playing on Alt Nation a lot recently, like Grandson. I feel like they would sound like Grandson, or it would sound like Nobody Nowhere. I don't know what Nobody Nowhere sounds like, but
either
it's
of
the
those
same.
bands.
Yes, they're. I feel like those are the. It's like weird alt indie, kids in their in their room making heavy beats.
Lo-fi?
It's like not quite lo-fi. It's lo-fi except they're singing over it.
Is it hi-fi?
Do you mean Nothing Nowhere?
Yes.
His genres are called emo rap, trap, and indie rock.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a emo trap alternative for Lifeblood
Grandson
Lifelines.
is alt rock, rap rock, alternative hip hop, trap, and EDM.
Yeah, I think it's something like those two bands. So it's like, how can we mash that up to sound as bad as possible? Emo trap,
Emo trap rock,
emo trap hip rock.
hip rock. It's just like a 17-year-old crying for 20 minutes while they play like a G minor chord on guitar.
Lifeblood Lifelines is actually someone just recording the audio of their panic attack.
Oh no.
It's just heavy breathing and occasional sobs.
They recorded their panic attack, and then there's
Hiccup.
Lifeblood Lifelines, the remix, where they just take the audio.
Hiccup? What is hiccup?
That sounds awful.
Every time I think of hip hop, like I know what the genre is, but I think of doing a hopscotch. Like I picture people rapping while doing hopscotch.
Hip hop scotch.
Hip hop scotch is very good. I believe hip hop is a real genre. I just hate to
Hip-hop
give
scotch.
it.
Oh yeah, I believe that it is. I don't want that to happen.
It's hip hop scotch, not hip hop scotch.
No, hip hop scotch.
I think hip hop scotch is better. Yeah, you right.
Is it hip hopscotch?
Hip
It's
hop
hip hop
scotch.
scotch.
I think this
Shame
is
of the Snail sounds like
Oh god.
Panic at the Disco.
hip
Ryan, were you
hopscotch
not
is
watching
kids
the
bop,
stream
but
earlier?
hip hop.
No, I wasn't.
I'm pretty sure, was it? We had a whole Panic at the Disco.
Did you
bit.
get unmodded again, Gopal? Because you keep doing terrible things.
Because he probably got timed out for bullying someone.
Yeah, fair.
Am I still a mod?
Hopefully, if you haven't been timed out. Yeah.
No.
No, you're a
I'm
mod.
not a mod.
You are a mod.
Isn't
Damn,
that
how have
what the
Untamed
crown
mod
is? Or is that sub?
You have a sword on my side, which
Yeah,
is a hip
is
hop.
that mod
hip-hop.
or is the
What?
crown a sub?
The crown means that you have what's it called? Amazon.
Hi, Ben.
Oh.
We do 2 guests at once.
Oh geez.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ty wouldn't
so
leave,
far.
so I guess we have a 2 guest situation.
Alright, fine.
No.
Hi.
Okay, well now
Ousted
we
him.
have a one guest situation. Well, Ben.
What's up?
What's up? What are we on now?
1 second. I was writing to Tynan. There we go. We are now on Hippopocranews.
Get rid of me that easily.
You got rid of yourself.
You left.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I'm back, losers.
All right. Brandon, jump in here. I want Brandon to do Hippopocranews because I feel like he would listen to a band called Hippopocranews.
Hippocrates. That does sound like something random.
Hip hop
like
news.
Hippocampus. I don't know if Brandon, do you listen to Hippocampus?
There he is.
I listen to Hippocampus.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Okay, yeah, I think Hippopocranus
Hippopocranus? Okay.
sounds like a band that you would listen to.
Yeah, definitely indie band. I feel like they would stylize it with all caps, or all lowercase. Definitely not spelled normally.
Yeah.
Gonna go with they're definitely like
Why is there more than one guest in
Sorry.
there?
Sorry, ignore
I
me.
agree, Leary.
all right. They're definitely like a synth wave kind of like ambient atmospheric kind of thing. Like it's barely identifiable as music.
Barely
I
music.
was just imagining it as like a
Oh,
spoken
jeez.
word performance.
We got
Everybody-
one more.
Hello.
I was imagining it would just be a spoken word performance of the Hippocratic Oath set to like Tibetan.
Oh yeah, no.
singing.
So they do that. That's like their thing. They like stop the music and then they just do a spoken word for like 20 minutes, and then they continue as if nothing had happened.
Tynan,
sorry,
stop just interrupting with your laughter.
I'm reading bad two-sentence horror, which is so funny.
Well, if you're going to do that and not be on the podcast, why are you just interrupting with laughter? I love that for
I'm
you.
just-
But also,
I'm being ignored.
Tynan, you're not being ignored. There's just now 7 people here.
yes.
This was genuinely like a
So you're
one-person
the
job.
Only person in the call.
Gopal, I appreciate that you're here, I'm assuming as a safety measure, so that like if you get taken on the side of the road while you wait for your bus, at least some people would know about it. Is that why?
Alright, I'm leaving. This is like 7's a crowd.
Yeah, somebody might ask me, I'll just be like, say hi to chat.
This has been an ordeal for you to get home. I really hope you don't get taken. Godspeed.
Oh no, this happens.
Liari,
Yes.
can I just say
Tell
that
me.
Taller Than an Emperor is your solo project?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You don't have to say it right now, but come back when you've got it.
Okay.
No, I'm saying that Liari eventually starts a band and it's called Taller Than an Emperor.
Oh my god.
Like her solo music is
I am taller than an emperor.
yes, that's where we got the name Taller Than an Emperor, Liari. Because
Taller Than an Emperor would be so beautiful.
like it's a genuinely good band name too.
Mm-hmm.
So make some music and release it under the name Taller Than an Emperor. That one is Taller Than an Emperor is now copyrighted by Liari. I
You
have
can't just
stated it.
That's not
decree
copyright
I
works.
decree it. I am the god of this channel. I can do
Okay,
what I
then
want.
I need to find someone who can actually play music.
Liari, I think it's best if you don't. I feel like it's best if you just do what's in
Yeah.
your heart.
Yeah, I feel strongly about that as well.
Yeah, if you look at the entire lyrics of the song, it's just a huge anagram with deletion.
First album bigger than an empire. I love that.
Oh, nice.
Bigger than an empire.
Bigger than an empire. So we're larger and then we make an empire.
What's the first song on this album?
I think that's up to you. Maybe
It's
you just
your
all of
album,
your
Larry.
songs are about different penguins and how you compare height wise.
Emperor Penguin. Ah,
Yes.
I get it.
Because
Funny.
Liari
Point
is
to
taller than
Adele.
Emperor Penguin.
Oh my god, no. It's bigger than Emperor, and the first song is like 4 Adeles in a trench coat.
Wait, can you have Adele on as a guest, but she has to go by Adele?
Of course.
You
Yeah,
say that
as long
as
as
if
Doubting
she's
Liari's ability
begging.
to get Adele.
You say of course as if Adele is here begging right now to be part of this project.
She should be.
Yes, it
She
should be.
I mean, she doesn't have much going on right now, right? She's pretty available.
Who knows?
No, she's quite busy. She released an album.
She's doing music or whatever.
All that stuff, all that jazz.
Just
Nowadays.
just Adele things.
All right, so
Oh
we
my
have
God.
Taller Than an Emperor.
Right.
We're on to Whiskey in All Languages.
I'm
Go,
gonna
Paul. You
turn off
came
my
up with that
video
one.
so I can not freeze my hands.
All right,
Okay.
Whiskey in All Languages is like a super heartfelt, like singer-songwriter band by an Irishman. Like, it's gotta be like super heartfelt and like sad. Like,
Is it like
my sheep
what's
and like
the
that kind of thing.
Wine and Iron or whatever?
Iron and Wine.
Iron and Wine. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like Iron and
except
Wine, except
Irish.
like Irish, and he's probably always drunk when he's singing.
I think
That's a
Whiskey in All
stereotype.
Languages, it's just like an international.
I guess it's
country.
redundant after saying Irish. We just assume he's drunk at all times, but
I don't know which one of those two statements was worse.
It's like an international folk music band, but like every song is folk of a different country.
oh, for sure, for sure.
That's what I think it is. I think that it's like an international country album.
No, I think it's like they're trying to be like world beat, but really they're just like white people who don't know what they're like. They don't know anything about other cultures.
They use a
Don't
banjo
do.
in every song.
Yeah, it's like
Trying
they'll
to-
like they'll put like a bongo in the background like and call it world beat. Like, but like it really is just.
So it's like it's trying to be world beat, but it's like slightly racist on accident,
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah. It's like very insensitive.
but very insensitive. It's like one of those bands that has an extreme amount of featured artists on every album. Yes, I think it's one of the. Maybe it's like Wolfpack, except every album is just a completely different band. And like, there's one person who brings them together, and they all get drunk and make music for like a week.
Sounds about right.
Judging by the lack of any response to that, I'm not going to write it down.
No, it was
Yeah,
just so
I-
good we were speechless.
You
Always knew I had a face for radio.
All right, Shame of the Snail. So we're back to the snail, as Dragon mentioned like half an hour ago.
This is just another one of their albums.
Okay, so should we just say?
Or it is another band that wants to know what's up with the snail, and they make this
feel
like
like it's
rival project.
Weirdly cuisine themed church choir.
Cuisine themed church choir?
Okay, hold on. I
Yeah.
need to write down rival of except the snail.
Right? They're
Who-
two opposing
who
cults.
really-
One wants you to accept it, the other one wants to shame it. And it's hard to say which one came first.
Escar Gospel.
No.
That's what I have for your cuisine church choir idea. Escargot plus the gospel of Jesus Christ is what that is
Beautiful.
my
I
offering.
want nothing
Why
more
did I
in my
spell
life.
choir like that? That was so dumb.
Why'd you spell cuisine wrong?
Because I'm bad at spelling. It doesn't even know what to say.
I got nothing, man. You're on your own.
I spelled choir like that. Like inquire. Actually, hold on. Hold on, that's a new one. Inquire, and it's just like really thoughtful.
Enquire.
Really thoughtful choir music.
I think it's
Oh wait, wouldn't it be
enquire.
in and then you spell
Yeah,
choir,
your
right?
spelling is
No.
really bad, actually. It should be enquire.
No, it's spelled like this. Fine.
All you did was spell inquire, but with a capital Q.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Yes. Fine. Well, we have Inquire.
Oh,
Inquire is a
God.
cool band name, though. It's
Shameless
also
snail is definitely
Inquire
just-
could
oh my
also
God.
be like
Wait,
a
wait, wait.
former high
We need
school
to
choir
rewind.
kid.
We need to rewind. Shame of the
Rewind.
Snail is just the snail's confession at their Catholic mass. Set to music. You absolutely nailed it, Jazz. It is just their confession set to music.
I didn't even have a chance to read that yet.
Lord Father who art in shell.
How do you spell Catholic? Catholic.
Guys, the
What?
bus is here.
No.
Way!
You can
Don't
wait in the
get-
cold a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Stay with us.
But also, like,
Ouch.
don't get taken on the bus either, please.
I plan on it.
What would be the assault? Wait,
Just-
what did Gopal say?
I don't know. I
Whatever,
talked over
who
him.
art in shell?
Yeah, our Father who art in shell.
Who art in shell is very good.
Is it shell and wait? Ah,
What?
wait, no, yes.
What?
Hallowed be.
The
isn't it
snail is doing its confession at Catholic Mass at Snurch.
Snurch.
Take me to Snurch.
Take me to Snurch. All worship like a snog.
All right, they're just a Hosier cover band for sure.
just- We've now lost viewers. It's totally different. Can you blame them? I don't blame them.
I don't
them
think
for
it
staying as long
matters.
as they did.
This is why all the rest of you, like Brandon, you need to get a girlfriend. Kevin needs to get a girlfriend. Gopal needs to get a girlfriend, so that we can have more viewers. Because if you
Yeah.
guys
think
get,
I, like,
hurt,
you think I'm not
people
trying?
have to be hurt.
I'm alright.
The only people
you
in
guys
chat
get
who
hurt,
aren't
there's
right,
something
who aren't
really
here
wrong
right
with
now,
you.
are Jazz and Liari.
Oh god, even Dragon left us? That's
No, Dragon's still here.
oh thank
I
god. Thank you.
Yeah,
all the
Glendroid
people
is here.
Glendroid always got us.
Oh, Dragon's always got us. Thank you, Dragon. What would we do without you?
I think it was because the secondhand embarrassment after Tommy's failed suggestion.
Facts. That is exactly what
I'm gonna have to clip that because it was just like, okay.
Total silence.
I think, yeah, Amrit, you were looking at your phone as you were doing now, and like,
What
it
was
just...
I doing?
Nothing. You were just
I don't even remember your joke. What was your bad joke?
yes, exactly. We're moving on to Modesty Penguin. Not something I thought I'd ever say. So Modesty Penguin.
Modesty Penguin. Oh my god. Who is Modesty Penguin?
Is Modesty Penguin one person? Is this another like kid in the room making
my
music?
mind immediately went to the Wiggles, Tommy. I can't. I don't know why the Wiggles are the top of mind for me with music today.
You haven't mentioned
Oh,
ABBA
no.
once. You've mentioned the Wiggles 5 times.
Wait, I see Modesty Penguin as being like their vibes feel like what Boney M's vibes are. Like just like utter
Honestly, keep 2 feet apart.
they picked a Modesty, keep 2 feet apart. Oh my god. High school prom band is good for Modesty Penguin. I like that. I feel like Modesty Penguin would like really pop off with one very niche song. Like that's how I feel about
Definitely a
Raspy
one-hit
Cheeks.
wonder.
Well,
I feel like the Owl City of like 2020s Christian youth groups.
Actually, 2022s. They haven't popped off yet.
Oh my god, is Modesty Penguin the Veggie Tales but animals? I think the Veggie Tales are so wild. Oh my god.
Is it Tails? Yeah.
Yeah, Tales. As in a story. Nope. As in a story.
I
nothing.
edited it. Hold on.
I know. I
You're
just thought it was
45 seconds behind. Don't yell at me for my spelling. By the time that I had said you mean this Tails, I had corrected it, okay?
I'm not yelling at you. I'm just I love your instinct. I'm valuing your instinct.
I just want to know what happens when you have a celery for a tail, okay?
Sometimes you lose half your tail to a very sneaky rabbit. That's what happens.
Do you think that would hurt?
I don't know. That's a good point, Dragon. Okay. Oh,
In this
Liari,
case, it
that
is Tails.
really
Oh
good
yes.
for
Oh,
Panamanian, Pomeranian Pandemonium.
I
That is exactly
yeah.
what it is.
I genuinely want to release one song under the name Panamanian Pomeranian Pandemonium. I need, like, this has to be a one-hit wonder as well.
Yeah.
Like, they literally release one song, it's a huge #1 hit, and they disappear from the face of the planet. Like they get gigs. They only play the one song and they leave.
I like that.
80s big hair
And
band.
I love 80s big hair rock band. Like huge go-go boots, like doing it. I have no concept of how far we are at this point because we've added so many notes that I was like, well, this document was
we're getting there, honestly.
This document was originally 2 pages. It is now 7.
Well, it's because I spread it out a lot by doing each line for each note.
Oh man.
Wow,
I hope Gopal makes it home.
We all do.
Oh man.
Let's see. Exhibitionist ham. I don't like this one.
I think Exhibitionist Ham is quite funny.
This has to be noise music,
It's like-
right?
It's either that or it's just really like aggressive and raunchy punk.
Ooh.
Okay, I could see that.
What is raunchy punk?
Just like the
Like Sex
Original-
Pistols sort of stuff.
either that
Sex
or just
Pistols should have written?
juvenile punk, right? Like just we're 18 and screw our parents and screw the small town that we grew up in, screw the world. Like, you know,
Midwest emo.
yeah,
The small town we grew up
The
in.
music Ben listens to.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Ben would love Exhibitionist
I
ham.
would.
Ben would love Exhibitionist Ham.
Can ham stand for something? I feel like ham has to stand for something. What does
Oh,
it
gosh.
stand for?
Hate all men. Nope.
I was thinking, hey, do you
Hate the
support
alma mater.
ham?
We are
Hate all
gonna do
memories?
Santa Claus after this, which Lord knows what time that will be at.
Hesitant and
Hate all memories.
Hesitant mad.
melodramatic.
Hesitant in the world. We
Oh,
already got
Hesitant
it.
and moody.
Hesitant and melodramatic.
Oh, hit and miss is good.
Ooh, Exhibitionist hit and miss. They don't always make consistent good.
I like
music.
it a lot, actually. Exhibitionist hit and miss is very good. Also, Exhibitionist high
It's,
and
it's
mighty.
also not hit or miss, it's hit and miss.
Hit and miss, yeah. I think this is a 2-man band. Doesn't have to be
Yes.
band, but 2-person band. One of them is H and the other one is M.
Oh, I like that.
I like that. There's also like one person who's really into music and their only / best friend who they've dragged into this. And they're like, my mom will make us pizza rolls if you come. Please.
One loves music, the other is the drummer.
Exactly.
It's like a White Stripes
No.
situation where Jack White needed a drummer, so he just got his wife to be the drummer.
It's like ex-wife or something.
Well, I think they were married while they started, and then they divorced and they kept playing together.
Yeah.
And foot and mouth disease.
Exhibitionist cocksackies. Oh my god.
I like Hearts and Minds.
Ooh, Hearts and Minds is pretty good.
Hearts and Minds definitely sounds like a teenage angst.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Let's see. Moving on to Kind-Hearted Droplet.
Oh, that's very sweet.
All right, Kind-Hearted Droplet is like one of those indie bands with
Indie
like the
games.
really like indie names. Yeah, indie bands with like the high pitched whiny voice. You know, like the what's a good example? I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm sad.
Stop thighs.
Brandon, are you even actually a hipster?
No, I've been lying the whole time.
I feel like Kind-Hearted Droplet is like ASMR / music that you like have in the background when you meditate. Like Kind-Hearted Droplet is like lo-fi plus affirmations.
You're great.
Just like in the middle of these like very calming beats and rain noises is like,
I
"You're in
love
control of your own destiny."
I love that. Lo-fi plus
Lo-fi plus
affirmations. But the affirmations also have to be like hard to hear. Like if you're not listening to it on a high volume, you don't notice it.
You have to adjust the frequency to be able to find it.
If you listen to it forward, it's just lo-fi. If you listen to it backwards, it's just constant affirmations actually being yelled at you.
That's
about
right,
how wonderful you are.
I did
Believe
miss
in
that.
yourself,
Thank you for
you
letting me
idiot.
know, Dragon. Nonstop Thighs is a KFC commercial band or a girl boy rapper that only makes songs about their big thighs. It's
think Nonstop Thighs
Saquon's band.
Nonstop Thighs to me is a song that Ugly God would write.
Okay, hold on. I need to write all this down. Saquon Barkley's band, KFC commercial band.
Which is also very good.
I love the KFC would do that too. They made a dating game.
Yeah.
It did, in fact, make a dating game.
It makes me think about how the fact that like Chuck E. Cheese was his own person, and then they created all of his friends, and then all of them were in a band. Like to me, Nonstop Thighs is that like end game for KFC.
Yeah.
It's like.
And then what else do you say? It's a.
Dragon had a rapper that only makes songs about their big thighs.
Yes, that's where I came up with Saquon Barkley's.
Yes. I said that this is just an Ugly God song. Like, Nonstop Thighs is a song Ugly God would write.
Yeah.
And I would love every second of it.
Skirt. Skirt. All right. I think
she'd write Nonstop Toes.
Nonstop Toes.
Oh my god. What? I don't care if you ball-headed with one arm.
Curse of Courage by Cute. Cute is what we aim for. You showed me that song. It is the most... I think it's so early 2000s emo pop punk that even Ben wouldn't like it.
Whoa.
I think...
That's a
Ben, look up Curse of Curved by Cute. Cute is what we aim for.
Curved?
Curse of Curved by Cute is what we aim for.
I've
never heard of this band. Curse of Curves, yeah.
Okay.
Tommy's like, Cuse of Swerves.
I can't speak anymore. This has gone too far.
Cuse of Swerves.
While he's listening to that, what is Serrated Feathers? Also, Jazz, you can't just drop this hot fire in chat.
I was about to say, Jazz is like absolutely popping off in the best way. But like,
you can't be like, you can be. I understand where you're coming from about not wanting to be on stream, but also like look at the content you create.
Jazz is the only bright light in this entire experience. Serrated Feathers.
You can hear us yelling in the darkness, but Jazz brought a flashlight.
This is Haircut in the Dark.
Anxiety in the Aisle. So what we're...
This is Panic at the Podcast.
You can't be, well, you can be. Yes, Paradoxical Souffle. Dragon, you have to come up with the Paradoxical Souffle. You're the one who wrote it. You get full... I think Paradoxical Souffle, if you ever want to make a band, you have full... Yeah, you have full rights to that.
Currently, we're experiencing Panic at the Podcast, damnation in the Discord, like...
Serrated Feathers.
Oh my god, Serrated Feathers.
Serrated Feathers has to be like a... It's got to be an all-woman trio or 4-piece band.
It's like how Kiss did like the hair metal, right? With like, except they like stylize themselves as like ravens. And it's super edgy.
I was thinking possibly I like that idea. My thought was that they're like all in ball gowns or something, and they play pretty heavy, like either glam rock or some form of like rock. It's similar to the punk band that I was thinking of, Bloody Stilettos, Serrated Feathers, but it's like they look more graceful, but their music is serrated. It has an edge to it.
Yeah. I like that. Very like I am woman power.
Yeah.
But also like, angry. As
Yeah.
women should be.
So Curse of Curves, honestly, the music I don't hate. It's very, very like, yeah, that's that genre, but the music video looks like satire. It is
I did not watch the video.
you should pull it up because it is the most stereotypical, like long hair down and up and over or really long, and the facial expressions are ridiculous, and it is very heavily early 2000s.
Oh no, I have seen this band before. I've seen that guy from somewhere. 14 years ago. Yeah. Wait, 14? Like 2007? Is that just because, like,
2007 seems
YouTube?
about right.
I feel like it's earlier 2000s. I don't know. That's yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. At least it's not Screamo.
It is not Screamo. But it's very much like what I thought Panic at the Disco was when I first heard of them. It has 23 million views. Yes. I have never heard of this band before. Yes,
it reminds me of Cute Without the E, parentheses cut from the team by Taking Back Sunday, which is just the most aggressive. Like, what even is the title?
Oh.
This terrible emo with screaming in it.
All right, I'm just going to copy that.
This is extremely good, Dragon.
It is incredible. I love the idea that if I can add to it, all of the songs' genres are based on what recipe they're making. So
what they happen to be having for dinner.
Well, there's that, but also like, so one is a bubbly pop song. When I think of a bubbly pop song, I'm thinking like some kind of dessert, like a light or champagne or something. It's got to be, yeah. Then like a hip hop song. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Let's see. A death metal song could be like.
Tommy's like, what is another food?
Well, I saw the bubbly pop song and I immediately thought that we could have it. I didn't have anything else. Okay.
Dragon said it should be the exact opposite vibe of the food.
Okay.
I like that a lot. Like you're sitting down to a Thanksgiving meal and the song that you come up with is like an extremely sad opera. Like power ballad. Oh my gosh.
All right. We're on to Funky Eyeballs. Ooh, bubbly pop is a really rich chocolate milkshake.
That sounds so good. Oh my god, I really want a rich chocolate milkshake. God, that sounds amazing.
What about Flamin' Hot Cheetos?
I would also eat that a lot. I'm literally texting Chuck right now.
Funky Eyeballs.
Let's see if he'll pick you up some.
Funky Eyeballs to me is like the Rolling Stones. It's
Wait,
like the Rolling
no.
Stones with spooky.
Funky Eyeballs is a funk band. It has to be.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just like another Wolfpack or Scary Pockets or something. They have silly names, but it's in the name. It's a funky band. Funk that doesn't take itself too seriously.
Goodbye, Liari. Well, not goodbye. It's not goodbye. It's
see you later. It's not see you later. It's goodbye.
Yeah. It's not goodbye. It's have a good pickle. Cute is what we aim for.
Well, that's the band. This is definitely the reunion tour. But they're all old now. So, Teen Crush is Cute is what we aim for, like the actual members of that band, if they were... Wow, there's so much to scroll. If they were suntan hammerheads.
Yeah, I like that.
When Cute... Well, I mean, I don't think Cute is what they aim for. Is what we aim for. What they aim for. I don't think they're touring anymore. I'm just going to guess that. But in their reunion tour, they will come back as Teen Crush.
Yay,
at
go!
like 40
Are you
years
having
old.
eggs for dinner?
Go, Paul.
I
Give us
didn't-
naked cheesecake.
Oh.
No.
Why not eggs?
Y'all, we're so close. These are the last like
We are so
6.
close.
We gotta finish if we're going to do the spelling
We're
bee.
We gotta
gonna
do
do
the
it.
spelling bee.
We'll do the spelling bee off stream.
Yeah.
Yes.
Naked cheesecake. Does it have anything to do with Bare Naked Ladies
It could.
or the Naked Brother Band?
I think it's a combination of both.
It's the Naked Brother Band brothers grew up and decided to make a
I
Bare
was about to
Naked
say, I think-
Ladies cover band.
I think Naked Cheesecake is what the Jonas Brothers are doing right now, except like
I
far
spelled
less
that so
successful.
poorly, I think. Did I spell amalgamation right? There's no way.
You did.
Yeah.
There's no
Great.
way it's spelled like that.
Amalgamation.
Yeah.
It's spelled exactly how it sounds. Funny enough.
The common spelling.
Cute as what
They
we're
haven't.
aiming for has-
2019? There's no way they were still around in 2019.
I mean, I imagine there's a number of musicians that haven't toured since 2019.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
I still count that as like they're basically still a band, and that's ridiculous to
See
me.
the international panoramic.
The intercontinental
Pandemonium. The Panamanian pandemonium.
Pomeranian.
That's
the
it.
intercontinental Panamanian Pomeranian pandemonium.
Yes.
All right, I think the world's worst combination or amalgamation of Naked Brothers Band and Bare Naked Ladies is what they are.
Yeah. Exquisite Pain and Luxurious Growth is actually the one that inspired me to suggest this stream because it sounded so evocative. But now I'm like, yeah, it's evocative like a memoir title.
I think it's an
So-
album then.
Is it?
I feel like Exquisite Pain and Luxurious Growth. I don't know.
I think we need to make a distinction, which is it a good title or is it a too poetic title for something that doesn't really deserve it?
I think it's so evocative. I think it's like if Dolly Parton released an album right now about her entire music career, would be Exquisite Pain and Luxurious Growth.
Is it Parton? Parton?
Parton.
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 Dolly Parton.
I kind of love that though. That's great.
I don't know. Yeah. It's just, it feels very evocative to me. Like, I don't know.
Exquisite Pain and Luxurious Growth came from the most recent Sawbones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were
Oh.
talking about growing some bacteria or something in a petri dish. And
Mhm.
I don't know why Justin said the words exquisite pain and luxurious growth.
It's
Or
extreme.
like really great or really visceral images, luxurious
Mhm.
growth.
Was it the season for weird medical questions or Home Alone?
No, it was
Or
another
Arsenic
one.
Wallpaper?
I think it was arsenic wallpaper.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was something like a word that sounds really amazing followed by a gross word or a bad word, like exquisite pain
Mm,
and luxurious growth.
I like it.
But yeah, I think Dolly Parton's album about her experience in music, like right at the end of her career, is 100% called that.
She went through like hella sexism and stuff, but also is like a powerhouse and an icon.
Yeah. Everyone,
Get vaccinated.
yes, there's that, but also like
She
we all
funded.
stand Dolly Parton.
Yeah. She gave significant money towards both COVID relief and actual like vaccine development efforts. Please get vaccinated. Jesus Christ. Get boosted if you're eligible.
Hashtag get boosted. Wild Scrawlings.
Wild Scrawlings, it makes me
I feel
think
like
about-
this is something that was released and didn't, like, the author or the artist didn't actually title it, and so the public has just dubbed it Wild Scrawlings of
Oh
X
yeah.
person.
This is like the an album that doesn't have a title. It's just known for its artwork, and some journalist had to describe the artwork.
I feel like Wild Scrawlings is an album that was entirely written on a napkin at some diner at 2 a.m. If anything.
Maybe it was released as an ARG, and nobody knows it from.
Ooh.
What is an ARG?
It's where, like, they did an episode of it on Bim Bam, the TV show.
An ARG is a alternate reality game where, like, you go to a website and it tells you, what was that?
Augmented reality.
Yeah, sorry, not alternate.
7 is that episode.
Oh, got it.
Yep.
You go to a website and it's like, find the clues, and then it gives you a bunch of random letters and numbers, and you have to decipher it, and then it sends you to a book that you have to, like, get at your local library, and it's like a million steps. Oh yeah, written on a napkin at 2 a.m. I'm gonna just say in an IHOP.
Wait, is it an IHOP or is it a Waffle House?
It's an IHOP.
It's an IHOP.
A little bit of class.
Just a wee bit. They were eating a what are they even called? A crepe. But they don't pronounce it crepe, they pronounce it crepe.
So wrong?
Yes. It's Wild Scrawlings. I also think Wild Scrawlings would be a great nickname for someone. Who am I thinking of? There's one artist that has a something Graves.
I have no idea. I will be back.
Shaky Graves.
Shaky Graves, yeah. Shaky Graves and Wild Scrawlings are like two different people.
Wait, what?
Shaky Graves.
Most people are two different people.
No, they're
What?
two different artists, and they just have interesting nicknames, and that's the whole thing, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But I do like written on a napkin at 2 a.m. in an IHOP, and it became an ARG. All right. This one was written by Schmella, and it's Australian for sure. I don't know what it means.
I mean, obviously the first thing that comes to mind is Scooby-Doo. Let's get
I
that out of the way.
Australian.
Okay, no. It's like they do scat, right? Like we do wop, right? Like, but it's gritty, so it's got to be like junk or something. Like
There's a lot of scatting, so it's like kind of jazzy funk, but also it's been put through so many filters that it sounds robotic and like industrial.
And grungy.
yeah.
There we go. The first thing that comes to mind is the Flyers mascot Gritty, so I'm only seeing hockey mascots solving mysteries through song. Okay, I love that. Hockey mascots solving mysteries through song.
Is it educational? Is it like the Wiggles?
I think it's not educational. It is like Daft Punk but jazz funk. Daft Punk and jazz
but jazz funk. Oh,
that's so much fun to say. Daft Punk but jazz funk.
that's awesome.
Aggressively providing misinformation. Yep. And they can't speak either, so they're just like really emphasizing through motion.
They're just like pointing at the murder weapon,
And then point at
the
you.
bad guy. You
They
did
point
this.
at the murder weapon, and they point at the camera, indicting every child watching this.
This feels like it has the moral value of that episode of Pokemon that gave people seizures.
Yes, it does a little bit. Jess, that's another thing we have in common. We can't spell. One day imminently. I love this one.
I think this is a Christian rock group.
Oh, that
About the end of the world.
absolutely is. Oh my God, Ben. Got it in one. Jeez.
Is that all we write? We just know what happens after that.
Everything.
Short Money is just jazz.
I think short money is the same energy as that Vine. What that guy who's like the skinny penis Vine. Short money is that same dude talking about his bank account. Well, how does it?
I don't want to write that.
Hey,
What up? It's your boy.
skinny penis. It's skinny penis.
Yes, I'm not writing that.
Hey,
No, I'm not gonna allow this.
it's my document. I will undo your thingy privileges.
I will undo your thingy privileges.
Don't worry about it.
But did I come up with that title? Do you mean One Day Imminently? I don't remember where it came from. It was a conversation I had with someone recently, so there's a high likelihood. Skinny phallus is so bad. Wouldn't it be malnourished?
No, malnourished is just like without it. Undernourished is just like, yeah, you're not eating enough.
All right,
I would describe Ben as undernourished.
there we go. I'm going to scroll so that only Quick Nothing shows up on screen. Whoops. I pressed the wrong button.
Weird.
Can we just get through the end of this? We have one left, and then we'll go do the B, okay?
We skipped a bunch in the middle.
Did we?
I thought we did.
No, we went back. So once we finish this,
We
we're going
missed
to go
impromptu dissection and Noé Peacock, Nishan, and the end of the We had like.
Oh,
a few.
no.
Oh my God, we missed a lot.
There's like 5 or
did.
6.
Oh no. Between Drowning with Bongos and Carrot Factory, big gap.
Quick
then
Nothings
also
is
Vein
whatever
of
the Quick
Aggression.
Maths guy is doing right now.
All right. Are we ending this stream now?
No. We have like 6 more.
Yeah, so stop.
So behave.
Hold on for literally 2 seconds. Quick Nothings is Big Shaq's
Big Shaq's existential crisis. His midlife crisis.
Dragon also said, I heard you suggest 1-second songs for a band earlier, but if any band deserves that title, I think Quick Nothings could be a competitor. Quick Nothings is just like sound bites, except they put it in an album. That's what it is. Quick Nothings is just like a Foley compilation.
It's just
Actually,
it's like Foley work.
So Wolfpack got famous partially because of Sleepify, which is an album they made of just 30 seconds of silence, like 10 tracks that they asked their fans to play on repeat so they could make some money to go on tour, and they like completely abused the Spotify system because it's broken and dumb. I feel like Quick Nothings is Sleepify.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna write Sleepify as well.
Yeah.
I like how this document is absolutely inscrutable to
Oh yeah,
everyone.
and we're gonna go through it before we finish. Just as
It is
like,
even inscrutable to us. Like if we came back to this document in like a month, we would have no idea.
oh yeah, no, that's what the point of this is. In No Way a Peacock.
I like how flutophone is just we talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't decide to write that down. There was a lot there. Okay, impromptu
Wait, you
dissection.
actually didn't write it down?
I don't know.
Is impromptu
Oh my
dissection? Wait,
I feel like
It's
impromptu
Dental Clown.
dissection.
it's Dental Clown's album.
Okay.
No,
Oh, it's different.
To me, impromptu dissection. Have you heard about that anecdote of like the surgery that had a 300% mortality rate?
Yeah.
Impromptu dissection is the audio.
The audio of that.
Raw
Oh.
audio.
Just snip, snip, scream.
Scream, blood everywhere, people hitting the deck. Like that is what impromptu dissection is.
Okay,
I
that's
think
awful.
Impromptu dissection is like the Nirvana song that's based on like a serial killer, right? Except they're basing it off of that story. Right?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
So it's kind of a bop until you listen to the lyrics, and then you're like, oh no, oh that's awful.
Yeah. I wish I had a snack. I thought I had Chuck convinced to go get me a milkshake, and then he said, "Nah, I'm on the game." And now all I want is ice cream.
And
Is
now
it-
I
are
want a
you-
snack. Dang it, Amrit.
I'm probably gonna go get pork curry. Is 11:30 p.m. too late to eat pork
No.
curry?
No.
But I will probably
Never
do
too
it
late.
before we do spelling bee.
I want to get to Me, Big
Make
Sean,
a
and the
milkshake
End of the
before we
World.
spell
So in No Way a
Oh my
Peacock.
god! I think in Being Big Sean,
In
the end
No
of the
Way
world,
a Peacock.
Yeah.
Oh, ska.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
got in one. Okay, this is like lightning round. We're now on to Me, Big Sean, and the End of the World. What did he say?
No, that's our last one. Skip it.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to do that one last.
Backup Porcupine. I feel like Backup Porcupine is a song by In No Way a Peacock.
Oh yeah, I think that works.
I like that.
Not quite
It's
glottis.
In WAP.
one of those, I think it's like a. I was gonna say. I think it's like the electric slide, except for porcupines.
That's very good. Oh my god, it's a line dance for animals. I love it. I love it.
Spicy Girl Group, is that Backup Porcupine or
No,
not,
not
quite
quite
glottal?
glottal stop.
Not quite
I think
glottal
it's
stop
not
is my
glottal
least
stop.
favorite thing.
I think it's very good.
This is a Spicy Girl Group?
I don't know. I don't know what Jazz was.
No, I feel like Backup Porcupine. It has to be the Spicy Girl Group.
Probably.
Not quite glottal stop brings to mind both like speech pathology teachings, like education, and Schoolhouse Rock.
Oh yeah, I kind of like that. Schoolhouse Rock about speech pathology. Vein of Aggression.
That also feels like angsty punk.
I feel like Vein of Aggression is the soundtrack at WWE.
Yeah.
He's the person that writes music for fake fights.
Yeah, there you go.
Also, now that Like the Wiggles is back on the stream, like I read it and my heart rate elevated immediately. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Rainbow of
Rainbow
Incongruences.
incongruences.
I feel like it's the Beatles, but only their high songs.
It's just
It's
trying...
every Beatles song shifted into the major key.
No. I meant like they're high on drugs songs.
Yeah.
Oh, both.
I said like it's trying to be it's the
It's trying to be the
but-
Beatles during the 70s.
Exactly. It's the Beatles, but they copped to the actual amount of drugs they were doing, and then also did more. Drugs.
And then did more.
Did even more.
All right. Are
To
there
me, that's
any
what
more?
the Rolling Stones is.
Are there any more that we're missing, or have we gotten them all?
I'm gonna do a quick scan.
It looks like we have all of them except Me, Big Sean, and the End of the World.
Yeah, and I wanted to save that for last because I think that's
I think so.
all right. Me, Big Sean, and the End of the World, our magnum opus.
Can we just
Now
write
that we
our
know what
magnum
good
opus
job
and be done with it?
Ooh,
Like that feels poetic, but it also feels like a cop out.
yeah.
No,
that
it's
is what I felt about
the
it.
end. It's what brings about the end of the world. It's just like Gregorian chanting, occasional screams.
Wait, Gregorian chanting, but featuring Big Sean.
Yes.
Yes. That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
A glottal is like button.
Oh my
Button.
Button.
It's when you
Yeah.
don't.
You,
do
like,
it-
stop
just
the-
cut off air to make a noise.
Oh, it's
Button.
extremely good.
A glottal stop.
Hey Jude, don't be sad. Take a puff. Make it.
It'll make it better.
Yeah. Gregorian chanting feet. Big Sean is great. Okay.
Yeah.
We're back to the beginning. Let's shrink our faces so that people can actually read. We are quite small now. Band names.
Oh.
Pebble Promiscuity was the Wiggles, but for adults, not in an NSFW sense, but just like
About taxes and
about taxes
Yeah.
and things. Physical Throat was a costume we never decided what the costume was. This one was rough. It was like
Yeah.
Mongolian throat singing, kind of, except
Yeah.
really sweaty. Suntanned Hammerheads, I think, is my favorite that we came up with, as it
That was where
was.
we really started to hit our
The
stride.
whole
We hit our.
plot
I
line.
think we hit our peak on the third one. Very old Beach Boys vibe, but they're really bad. They've been at the game, the Beach Boys game, since the 50s. Like, since the Beach
They
Boys
were the
became a
first
thing.
copycats.
Yeah. In fact, I think they came up with it at the same time as the Beach Boys, and everyone thought they were copycats.
Ooh,
So
That's some
they
intrigue.
perform at a Holiday Inn at Maui's, Holiday Inn Maui, and then at the breakfast buffet, their lead singer is Bob Skinny Jim Johnson. He is
but he's
no longer
skinny.
no longer skinny. They
They
also
also
have
pay to perform.
yes, they have to pay to perform. Why did we not talk about flutophone or type it in?
We did. You just didn't type it.
Yes,
My idea was that Mozart's opera The Magic Flute meets the very enthusiastic kilt-wearing bagpiper you see. It's just a solo man in his kilt playing the flute way too hard.
That was the one that was Blue Man Group, but
yes.
electro.
Well, that was my idea. We both
Well,
came
that
up with
was
an idea.
Tommy's.
So my idea was like 40 people on this weird instrument, a la like Blue Man Group playing on that PVC organ drum thing, except they're also in a really fancy museum or art gallery, and the 40 people are spread out randomly throughout the room, facing different directions with these weird instruments. And you have to walk by them or like squeeze in between them to get to the bathroom because it's the only bathroom in the gallery. And also, a flutophone sounds like Lego Yoda falling and dying.
I still need to look up that actual sound. Oh well.
I'll play the sound again.
That is how we got Yoda beefs it, I believe.
Yes, that's where we got Yoda beefs it. Okay. Sanguine Persuasion is basically baby metal. Basically,
Facts.
baby metal is the what did I say? Posthumous baby metal.
It's the posthumous B-side baby metal album.
Ben, Soup of Words.
Soup of Words was a number of things.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
Oh, yeah.
And that's when things also went downhill a little.
It was either Alt J, where they just randomly generate 4 words and have to make a song out of it, or it was Will Shortz's solo band, which then led into his cookbook, which is another band that he also made.
It's even more solo because he drops off the face of the planet to move to Alaska to write this band or to write these
And
songs.
then name his protege and then die immediately after.
Every song is titled a clue, and it's about what the answer to the clue is, and they also all make a functional crossword on the front of the album, and they're usually all small, and then he vanishes and stops doing the NYT for like 5 years to move to somewhere in Alaska, and no one can find him, and then he releases on a Sunday a full Sunday-sized like 144 song album that is also an ARG that leads to his exact location, and whoever gets to him first becomes the new Will Shortz.
And then he beefs it like Yoda did.
Yeah. I can't make the noise. It's a crazy noise. And then Yoda beefs it. The sound when you drop a flutophone. Prominent brow ridge is stomp but caveman themed. I think that's pretty clear.
Very good.
Haircut in the dark, Panic at the Disco but mundane. Nervousness at the nightclub, anxiety at the grocery aisle, disassociation at the DMV, which is my favorite one by far.
That's very good.
Sadness in the shower and out of body in the outdoors, the acoustic album. Busted Beans, just another Dropkick Murphys. I don't even want to talk about milking from a distance.
It's just there.
It says everything that needs to be said.
Milking from a farm, same difference. Dental Clown, performance piece about a dentist showing the broken healthcare system in the U.S. Pretty easy there. Les Zeppelin, a lesbian power
Les Zeppelin
band.
was also extremely good.
I loved Les Zeppelin. Gross Incompetent and High Explosives is a pirate sea shanty band where Gross Incompetence is the lead singer and the rest are named for different high explosives. They also, what was the Disneyland After Dark thing?
It was just like, I picture like when they have like the Disneyland Pirates of the Caribbean, like it's a whole performance, like it's a setup. So it's just like what those actors do dicking around at the park afterwards. Sorry, Beansing.
Very sudden pickle is Liari. Also a flash mob of acid rock.
Oh yeah, Banksy but Flash Robs was what I was proudest of.
Except the snail. You will not learn about the snail. That is final.
You don't need details, just accept.
Except the snail being like everything but the snail is the first album.
What was Wish? Why is just the word wish?
Well, it's
'cause
like the
wish
snail
meme.
wish where
Yeah,
you are
you get
immortal,
$1
but a
million,
snail-
but a snail follows
Yes,
you
yes,
for the
yes.
rest of your life.
Yes.
Drowning with bongos is the best. A hurricane just throwing bongos around. Impromptu dissection we just did. Same with those. Carrot Factory is like the Wiggles.
I hate you.
Heinous Amos is just a nasty old man.
Nastiest old man. Oh my god.
My facial cheeks? Why did you have to specify facial?
I don't know.
I would never
The other one,
considered.
nope.
They hurt so much.
This is a good podcast.
Yeah. Ahluwaliutler all the time is the best worst podcast on the internet.
That's our subtitle, right? Ahluwaliutler, all the time, the best worst podcast.
Yes, the best worst podcast on the internet. The best worst vodcast because it's not a podcast.
The podcast, I like that.
Mary Poppins, show tunes but written by Adele and Taylor Swift, or Swag Rock by Burnt Out Theater Kid, which gave us Burnt Out. Ernie's solo project. Ungodly Caribou, but people living that live way too deep in Montana and are mad about it. That like we
That's the
talked
best
about
one.
this half an hour ago, and it almost made me cry again. I love that picture. Bubonic cardiology, just black metal, cause duh.
Yeah.
Lifeblood lifelines, emo trap hip rock, and or heavy breathing, cause it's just the audio of a panic attack.
Yes.
Hip hopscotch is the kids' bop of hip hop. I think I wrote that and didn't say it out loud.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Hippopocraneus is an indie band that Brandon listens to. It's
Pretty
spoken word half the
That
time.
injects spoken word.
Taller Than an Emperor is just Liari. Adele is there as an Adele. Whiskey in All Languages. International country album. Or Iron and Wine but Irish. Shame of the Snail. It's just another album from Accept the Snail. Escart Gospel is great though.
Thank you.
Inquire. I love Inquire. That's such a great
I like it too.
young little boy.
Goes to Times Square and airdrops his music to people.
I love that idea too though. It's like YouTube having the free album on iTunes that automatically downloads.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lil Ill. We didn't yeah, it's just a bad name.
That's exactly what it needs to be.
Modesty Penguin as the VeggieTales successor in a high school prom band is quite good. Lil Hot Rice. Female
Hey, rap.
rapper. Exhibitionist Ham, Hit and Miss, Raunchy Punk. Panamanian, Pomeranian, Pandemonium. I dare you to say that 5 times fast.
Panamanian, Pomeranian, Pandemonium.
That's not nearly fast enough.
Panamanian, Panamanian, Pomeranian, Pandemonium, Panamanian, Pomeranian, Pandemonium, Panamanian, Pomeranian, Pandemonium.
It's just so
Done.
nice to say. Well done. 80s hair band.
It sounds like if you can blur sounds.
It's just like da 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 da.
Exactly.
It's like a drum beat, but with vocal.
It's very percussive, but also it is like nothing at all.
Yeah, nothing else is like it.
Yeah.
Kind-hearted Droplet, ASMR and lo-fi plus affirmations. Nonstop Thighs is Saquon Barkley / an Ugly God song / a KFC commercial band. Hyperpop for minimal brain shrinkage. Will cause seizures. Serrated feathers is similar to Bloody Stilettos, except more grace with an edge.
Yeah, I like
Funky
that.
Eyeballs is just a funk band. Paradoxical Souffle is a great one. Makes music about cooking, but they're not defined by one genre. Bubbly Pop, but it's always the genre is the exact opposite of the food.
To be completely frank, the number one best idea contributors to this podcast are in this order: Jazz, then Dragon, then Liari, and that's the top 3. The top 2 didn't come on at all. They were just spitting hot fire in chat.
Yeah.
We've done nothing but be a foil of idiocy to their wonderful.
We're doing Justin's job in Sawbones.
Yes,
We are.
exactly. Teen Crush, yeah. Cutie is what we aim for. The
Yeah.
reunion tour. Naked Cheesecake being the worst amalgamation of Naked Brothers Band. I haven't thought of Naked Brothers Band in a long time.
I don't think I've ever thought of them. Who are they?
I don't even remember. Was that Disney or was it Nick?
Yeah.
I think it was Nick.
Either Nick or Disney. It's one of the two.
It was when Nickelodeon did live
action stuff. Band shows were huge out of nowhere.
That sounds
I
great.
never once watched Naked Brother Band because it seemed like a more chaotic, childish Big Time Rush.
Oh, Big Time Rush, yeah.
It's I watched 5 seconds of it and I thought it was super annoying.
Yeah.
It was a bad follow-up to the Jonas Brothers.
Jonas Brothers, that sounds about right.
Disney went that route because then it meant that they had teen idols.
Fair.
You know?
Big Time Rush came third? There's no way. There's no way Naked Brothers Band came before Big Time Rush.
Oh, it absolutely did.
Naked Brothers Band was so annoying. I watched 5 seconds of it. They were jumping on the bed and screaming, and I was like, no.
It was 3 seasons starting in 2007.
They got 3 seasons of that?
Yep.
Whoa.
There's no way. But yeah. Moving on to Exquisite Pain and Luxurious Growth, Dolly Parton's album about her experience in music. Everyone will listen to that until their CDs burn out.
Yeah.
BTR is held back for bullying? What is that?
What does that mean?
What could it possibly stand for?
I have no idea.
Wild Scrawlings is an ARG. It's similar to the it's Will Shortz before he gets the full idea for the Will Shortz cookbook. Written on a napkin at 2 a.m. in an IHOP. Pretty Scooby is hockey mascots solving mysteries through song and aggressively providing misinformation. The kids watching this show have to solve the mystery despite the mascots, not with the mascots.
Absolutely.
One Day Imminently is just a Christian rock group. Short Money. What's up, your boy? What's up? It's your boy, Short Money. And finally, I'm not going to read the other thing. I can't scroll it well enough. Quick Nothings is Big Shaq's Existential Crisis.
Existential.
What a great way to end, by mispronouncing a word.
Very good.
I'm exhausted now. This is a lot, but it was also a good time.
It was very good.
All right, should we end this stream and
We should.
do the spelling bee?
Yeah. At anyone who cares for our actual crossword content, which I think is most of the people who do come.
It was a time. It was a time indeed, Liari.
A time was had, and you spent your life minutes on it, for better or for worse, probably worse.
Just about 3 hours of it. So you're welcome, or I'm sorry.
Was it that long?
Yeah, it's 2 hours and 54 minutes.
Yikes. All right.
Yeah, that's about the right response.
Yikes.
No, it's the right response.
Just that's one of the longest streams we've done.
We always go 3 hours.
Do we?
Yeah, 3 hours is like the general.
I guess so.
Yikes indeed. Okay, Liari, now you're just sounding mean.
We going straight to
We're gonna go.
Santa Claus, or are we taking a break to get snacks?
We should take a break for snacks.
Okay. We will gather. We will.
We will gather. We will gather.
Autocorrected, I lost the motivation to type.
Snack break.
Okay. Who are we rating as we go on this
I
snack
don't
break?
know. That's a good question. Let me check.
I don't know who's live.
I see one person from the WFOF thing is on. Miss Valerian.
Miss
Let me check if
Valerian?
there's any other crossword streamers on. Snapdragon64 is on doing collaborative cryptics.
There's also our Boris.
Oh,
But we can go to...
Decaf Tea and Chill. Oh, they're doing a puns and anagrams.
Who is?
Boris. And there's also someone called 2.5 Scums who's having a silent scum day night.
Maybe we'll go to Arboris.
That sounds right.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in to this wild time that we had.
Sorry about everything.
What day is today? Sunday? Well, we'll see you on Tuesday at the very latest. I forgot to hit the button to start the raid. I was just going to say goodbye, but here we are. So now we're going to sit here for another 30 seconds. All right. Anyone have anything they want to say before we leave?
Jazz, come to the B if you want, but also you don't have to.
We're not going to be streaming that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll just be on Discord.
Quieter.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Oh crap, that is in 2 days. I'm not done yet. Oh no. Good work, friends.
Good. I'm going to go make a milkshake.